You be careful, you. You be careful. We don't want any accidents. We're going in, we're alive. Hope everybody is well this. What is it? Thursday morning. Find your name on the screens, find your seat number, and you will be sat and hopefully starting as close to 12 o'clock as possible. The feature table is table number 27. If you are on table 27, make your way to the boxing ring in the middle, because you'll be on it. Amazing table that entertains the world on the live stream. You will be on table 27 is the feature table. Good morning, one and all. How are you, sir? Morning, everybody. Morning, Shatta. How are you? Your names are on the screens. If you can't see, somebody will assist. Morning. Coming through to your line for the first time, good morning. Welcome to the best experience in poker. £150 tournament. They're leaving that £130,000 to the winner for a 150 buy. It ain't bad. Look at that. Soup. Soup in the morning. Good morning. Good morning. Enjoy yourselves. Don't mind the deals when he goes. Not there for him, Louis. Find your seats as quickly as you can. We'll get started as close to 12 o'clock as possible. What a great sight. Love it. Love it.
Cheers, mate, thank you.
For the name of it. For the name of it, yeah?
Good luck today.
No, man, not too bad.
Bully number 7.
Need it.
Everybody needs it, not just me.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Goliath 2022. It's your first experience. Your name will be on the screens. There will be a seat number, table number. Find the relevant table. Tables 70 to 90 are in the hall number 5 where we had Joker's Wild. Well, somebody did. Some people did. Other people couldn't park. Good morning.
Lisa, 33.8 you. Well, 92.1, 90 is a far room
Welcome one and all. What a great view, what a great sight. What's a count today? 920. 92 tables open. Tables 70 to 92 are in hall number 5, which is the hall where Joker's Wild was. Somebody was wearing some kind of gold shirt. Not yet. I'm with the winner. It's a great sight. Find your name on the screens, ladies and gentlemen. Pick your seats. The tables 1 to 70 are in the big hall. Table number 27 is the feature table where Mike is waving at you. Well, he's not. Table 27 will be on the first live feature table. Jay Howard and myself. We'll be talking about you. Good morning, everybody. Reach!
daily. Yeah.
Hearty breakfast, quite a stopper. It's a great sight. Find your name on the screens, ladies and gentlemen. Tables 70 to 92 are in hall number 5 in the bottom right hand corner. The rest of the tables are in here. Good luck if you made it through. 935,000, I don't believe is chip leader. Ah, you be careful, you. You be careful. We don't want any accidents. Table 27 is the feature. Ow, that hurt. Find your names on the screen. We'll have a couple of do's and don'ts from the tournament director, and then we will start day 1. F. Welcome one and all. Everybody finding the seats. We will start as close to 12 o'clock as we can. All the floor staff are ready. All the dealers are ready. We're in situ. What's next? What are you, man?
What's your name?
Oh, this is a tune. Bottom right corner, all 5. Good morning. Table 70 to 92 and directly in the top right hand corner through the doors. Hall number 5. That's who shouts at you. People. Screens, your names are on them, the tables are on them, find a seat. It's not Louis. It's a great sight coming through the light. If this is your first time, just take it all in, enjoy it. This is what the biggest tournament outside of Las Vegas is all about. Let's have a wander into hall number 5. Let's have a wander into hall 5. Here we go, hall number 5, good morning. We've not left you out. We love you just as much as everybody else.
Right, Booty.
Tables 70 to 92. On hall 5, which is bottom right hand corner. Everybody's waving. We will be starting as close to 12 o'clock as possible. The news is amazing. All 5 will be getting filmed. There is an alternate list. If you do push, you can go on it. I would advise not to push. It's a long queue. But it just shows how successful the Goliath is. There is an alternate queue. We are just about to start. Find your name on the screens, ladies and gentlemen. Sit in your table, and we will begin Goliath Day. Morning. How are you? Still smiling on Thursday. You were doing well. Still smiling. It's all about. Morning, Louis. Morning, sir. How are you? I'm glad you were sat down. There he is. Flipping Nora. Be careful. That's my best friend. He looks down to everybody. 6'11". Good morning. How are you? Looking cool. Hi, good morning. Enjoy the day. Don't let them bully you. Yes, sir. Feature table. Feature table is going on here. Just about to do his hair. Hopefully. Oh, turn it up, Joe. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know. Good morning. C5 empty again. You sign C5 on this table, you sign the best seat in the house. Have a good day. Come on, Christian. 6 days on the floor and he's still jumping about, dancing away. He's got a little bit of Christian. If you find your names on the screens, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting in less than 10 minutes. What a tune! Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? I know all the words. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. In less than 7 minutes, we will be starting Goliath Day 1, F. What is it? Is it F? Thursday. Love it. Good morning. How are you? Hang on a minute. Find your name on the screens as quickly as you can and we'll be starting in less than 5 minutes. What's this? 70 to 92. Ball number 5. Just moving there. Are you in there? Yes. Good timing. And that's the shirt. Great man. How are you doing, sir? If you're on table number 27, you'll be entertaining the world for 2 hours because you're on the feature table. 70 to 92 in the whole 5. Mike Stevenson is going to start proceedings. Couple of minutes time and we are starting proceedings. Keep it going, Joe. It was only a kiss. So come on then, who's at 10 re-entries already? Who's at 10? Where's Albert? John's at 10. How many have? Anybody at 8? The hand went to over there. 8. Just about to start. Mike Stevenson will be on the floor in 2 minutes' time, and we will start Goliath. Everybody's found the names on the screens. Ball 5 has got 70 to 92. Soup's nearly empty. Ready to start. One of our amazing viewers. You're right. Here he is. So a few do's and don'ts before we start proceedings, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy the day, and don't forget, don't blame the dealers when you bust. It's not my fault, you're rubbish.
Hello everyone and all players to day 1F of the Goliath. Today we have had 6,956 entries so far, and making day 2 there have been 671 players. The biggest stack through so far is 1,009,000 chips, which is a nice high bar for you to try and reach today. Today we are playing 16 levels, which is 8 30-minute levels and 8 40-minute levels. There will be a 25-minute break every 4 levels and an extended 60-minute break at the end of level 8. You are permitted unlimited re-entries until the end of level 8. A few rules to make you aware of today. If you leave your seat before it is your turn, you will face an immediate 2-hand penalty, so please do not leave the table before it is your turn. We also have a new rule in play for this year. If you expose your cards when facing a bet, it will be taken as a passive action. So if you turn over your cards when facing a bet, they will be taken as a fold, so do not do that. If you expose your cards at any other point in the hand, your cards will be live, but you will have no aggressive action remaining. Your button today has been drawn to seat number 3. Dealers, please place your button into seat 3 now. Your opening blinds are 100, 100 with a big blind ante of 100. Best of luck to all players. Dealers, please begin the deal.
There are people in there. Well, I've got one.
Morning everybody, we're on son, we're on. Smile to the world. He's just getting himself into the flip free roll. Oh,
We're in.
we're in. Morning, hope everybody's good.
Good morning, everyone. Back and ready.
Thanks for last night.
Oh no, we enjoyed
You and
it.
Sam.
Yeah, big thanks to Sam. We actually loved it. You kept us entertained without even knowing it, to be fair. And a few in the chat were loving it. A few in the chat were, what's going on? But that's how it goes. That's what Joker's Wild's about. It's one night a week for the 9 days that we're here, and it is a bit lively, but we managed to get through. And back again for a more normal day. And it is random, Tower. I promise you, it is random. But table 100,
Yep.
which is our featured table.
Yep.
Seat 1.
Yep.
Mr. Sam Orlich. It's a random draw.
It is,
And
always is, it has to be.
And Sam has somehow got himself on the featured table to start in seat 1 as well. Ray Chester in 2, Bousey, John Bousfield in 3, Liam Ormsby in 4, Sean Hurley in 5, Phil Cartledge in 6, Scott Francis in 7, Stuart Hoskin in 8, and Adam Clark in 9. So that is the feature table we're going to have for the first couple of hours. We got a session off today, Tower and I.
Oh, wait.
Katie Swift and Jamie Nixon are going to come in and do a couple of hours of comms, so stay tuned for that. Katie and Jamie will be in at some point today.
And we've also got the Mystery Bounty final.
Yes, we have. Looking forward to that.
Somebody won £20,000 last night.
Natalie, what a result for her. I bet she was chuffed. Already got 25k in bounties and she's playing for 40k up top. So,
wow.
Yeah, like, what a life. But good luck to her. Great to see her win it as well. And hopefully that's going to be an exciting one, the Mystery Bounty, when we get there.
So the final 9. The final 9 will be entertaining us from 4:15. Awesome. So that'll be 4:05 on the stream then, won't it?
Yep.
Yep. Good stuff. Jay, can you let him out of the cupboard? What you done to Declan?
No triple nipple, we haven't hit the milli yet. We're about £5,000 off it, so what's that? Need about 40 odd more entries, 42, 43 entries, and we're going to creep over the milli, so that should happen first session.
Amit Patel says on YouTube, where can you find the structure? On the app, on the Poker Live app. Click on day 1 F. What we on F?
Yeah.
Click on day 1 F, and then slide your finger across, and you end up on the structure.
And they're going to be sending notifications on the app today, guys, if you are on the alternates list, so you can disappear because it's quite long, and
brilliant.
You get a notification when your seat's ready to come in, rather than waiting around the casino all
That's
day.
a great
because
idea.
Potentially, with over 300 on the auction list already, it could take a while to get in, so you could disappear for an hour or two.
So put your notifications on, and you get a buzz.
Yep.
I like it.
How are we doing, Mehmet? Brilliant coverage. Well done, guys, all the way from Northern Cyprus, as always. Mad Turk's going to be back on Saturday. He was second in chips, bagging up a huge stack on day 1D, so I'm sure you'll be tuned in for Saturday, Mehmet.
Somebody bagged a milli.
Someone bagged a milli? What, yesterday? Oh, wow.
Somebody bagged a milli. Mike on the tournament director at the beginning of the day, he said somebody's bagged a milli. Luke Hallinan. Boom.
We all know what happened last time someone bagged the milli.
Yeah, the only one in the entire tournament bagged it when he went on to win it. No pressure, Luke.
Neil Wolfrey, afternoon boys, had a great week watching the stream. Unfortunately couldn't make it, but thanks to all the hard work. Cheers, Neil. Shame we didn't see you. Thanks for tuning in. We've got 4 days left. We're over the halfway mark. We've had 5 days of live streaming. This is day 6. We're getting there, Tower. We are getting there.
Awesome.
Thank God there's no football today. I agree, Mark Adair. Most expensive Goliath ever, this one for me. After 3 trebles, we're gonna have another one on Saturday.
And when, weirdly enough, I've not had a losing team.
Oh, there's that.
2 wins and a draw, 2 wins and a draw, 1 draw, 2 wins.
Funny that you've not had a losing team. I've not had a winning bet.
Yeah, I know.
We might do 2 on Saturday, guys. We'll do a Towers, and I might even throw a little treble out on Saturday for you guys. I'll get in the lab Friday night and see if we can pick out a winner. Jumping into the action here. To the flop, Sean opening Jack 10, Adam on the button pin in the 10-8 of spades. Really early stages here, so don't really expect to see too much action. These are sort of the feeler levels, getting an understanding for your table, who's sat around you, understanding propensities and thinking about how we can potentially exploit them later in the day. How's the head, Tower? You got a hangover, says Gary.
No,
you seem
we're
fresh.
all fine. All good.
And how are we doing, Jim Marlowe? Afternoon, gents. Let's see how quickly I can cannon off another 25k today. Good luck, Jim Marlowe. Do you know the amount of alternates already waiting? I know there's 300 odd, Adam, that was on the list. That was when I come in the casino about 12, so I'm not too sure at the moment, but I do think it's a fair amount on there. How are we doing, Jody? Jody Simmons on Facebook. Morning, gents. I don't know how you both keep with it all, especially Tao doing the jokers and still on form today. He was on form last night, believe me. I wonder if it's still in there. Why it's early? Why it's early? Please still be in there. Oh no, we had you doing the MJ on the panel yesterday. Yeah, we had the MJ Tower in.
Brilliant. Oh dear.
So it folds the Sam on the button. So happy to open wide. Raises a Jack 7, raising in the small with a Jack 10, and Liam here with the Ace 4 going to call as well. And Ace Jack 3, 2 club board here. So everyone catches a piece, and still expect this one to check through. Liam should be checking this one over to the aggressor, and Sam has got a nice one to check back here and does check his middle pair behind. Good to see. Queen of clubs on the turn, bringing in 3 line into a flush. Sam the only player with a club here, and probably could check through again here, but Liam may start leading with his top pair, and that's exactly what Liam's going to do. And Sam going to have a quick club check. 700 is the size of choice, 70% pot here from Liam from the big blind. Will have the most combinations of flushes, and obviously going to have a really wide range defending in the big, so can also have some 2 pairs here that would be better for value. And as we can see on this occasion, actually going for value with his Ace-X and the King of Spades on the river here. So the Jack 10 would have got there. Liam should be checking here now, tower over to Sam, and Sam will probably be aware now once check to him that we're no good, but just going to give up and check this one back. And the Ace 4 of Liam is going to take that one down.
Good to have you on board, everybody in the chat. Do we know how many alternates are waiting? How many alternates says Tom as well? Over 300, probably close to 4.
428.
There you go. Close to 4. 428 alternates waiting.
If I turn up tomorrow for the last turbo flight at 6 PM, and am I likely to get a seat? If not, can I go buy in at my local Grosvenor today to play the flight tomorrow at 6? Worry I'll drive 2-3 hours and won't get to play. The best thing you can do, James, you're not going to be guaranteed a seat, but you will be on the alternates list if there's no seats available. And we've just been saying it all week, for whatever flight you're playing, try and get here as early as possible, 2-3 hours before that flight kicks off, and then the quicker you get here, the earlier, the quicker you're going to get in. That's all we can suggest. I know it's a busy event, but we will get everyone in eventually. What's the guesstimate of total runners for this flight, Tower? I reckon this flight could get 16, maybe 1,700 runners potentially today.
It certainly could. It certainly could. But if you are an alternate in the room and you've got the app, make sure you've got notifications on, because you'll get a notification when it's your turn to sit down.
T-Mushroom on a recovery mission after the joke as well. Trajani's had a great 3 days. I think I need to listen to Jay more often. Good luck, one and all.
Nice one. Do we know who actually won Joker's Wild?
No.
I'm sure we'll get the result very soon.
James Swan.
James Swan won the Joker's Wild. How many runners was it total?
438.
438 playing Joker's Wild. Very nice indeed. Evening, Donna. Well, morning, Donna, as I said. Thanks for an amazing night last night. Well done for handling the blip. We had a blip. We did. We had a drunken blip. Apart from that, everything was absolutely amazing yet again for Joker's Wild. So much fun. And yeah, it's a little bit noisy in the background for you guys, and in here and in the hall itself. And it's one night out of the year, and people love it. Vicky Sudworth cashed again.
Is she?
Yeah, about 25th or something like that she came. Oh, Beatty says queue from 8:30 this morning was 122 people in front of him. Okay.
I love it, so precise, 122 people.
Yeah, and probably counted them as well when he was walking in. Sat at the minute at 929. Yeah, 428 alternates at this moment in time, 4 to 8. Everybody will get in, or will have the choice to get in if they want to.
Yeah, we're at 934 in already with 428 on the list, so by the time they're all in, going to be close to 1,400 runners already, and then we're going to have more registrations throughout the day, re-entries. Literally could be a 16, maybe 1,700 man day here on the Thursday. Did say it's going to be one of the busiest. But good morning everyone. Here's the Thursday here at Goliath, day 1F, meant to be one of the busier days of the week. We have got live coverage of the main event for the first couple of sessions, and then we are going to move over to the Mystery Bounty final table at around 4:45 on stream. If that finishes before 10 o'clock, we'd probably move over to the final session of the Goliath, so we still finish on stream same sort of time as we would usually, around midnight. So lots to look forward to today. I'm really looking forward to the Mystery Bounty FT. Unfortunately, there's no big bounties left in play. However, it'll still be a nice watch, and hopefully something different for you guys. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be my first ever comms on a Mystery Bounty tournament, so looking forward to it. So Liam here, 3-betting the Ace Queen, and the Jacks smashes the life out of this one. Jack 7-7. What a flop here for Ray. Loves to see it. And Liam here thinking about continuing the Ace Queen on it's fairly dry texture. Paired board here. Wouldn't be a bad thing to fire one bet. Fires for 1.8. And Ray should just be calling here with the Jacks. Oh, Ray. He'd gone for the Ray straight away. And I always like this, when we have top set, top boat in this scenario here, like it's so hard to get continues once we raise here. It's better to just flat and hope that our opponent catches like an ace or queen or king on the turn with their overcards. Like, we're blocking a lot of the hands that can continue with 2 jacks in our hand and 1 on the board. Like, so hard for our opponent to have a jack there, which is a hand that would continue against us. So we're only really getting continues there from Jack X and overpairs from the EP Open. He might have a few 7X in there, but it's only going to be a couple of combos opening from that position. But the Jacks went for the raise, maybe trying to build the pot, and have the betting lead on the turn, but I think when we have that particular hand blocking a lot of the continued range of our opponent, we should just be flat in taking a turn, give them a chance to barrel some turn cards or potentially make a stronger hand. Do you guys know what the average stack's going to be for day 2? So far it's around 220. However, after tomorrow, when the turbo flights are finished, that average is going to be brought down, I reckon, by about 40k, because the turbo is going to get a lot more players making it through, with it being half the time of a normal flight. So I think coming back Saturday, the average is going to be around like 180 is going to be my guess. That's just an approximation, but I reckon about 180 Saturday, because the turbo flights are going to bring that average down for sure. I won a £30 ticket last night. Do you think it will be in by 8 o'clock to chance to play for a Goliath ticket? No, John. Unfortunately, every giveaway that we're doing this week, the tickets won't be in your account until Sunday, the final day, or Monday. I think the 110 closer seats are going to be in Sunday, and then the £30 tokens are going to be in on Monday. So if you don't get your ticket by Monday, just drop me a message. Only really social I use is Twitter, so if you just drop me a message on Twitter, bottom right there, I will chase the online team and we will get that ticket into your account as soon as possible. I've got a spreadsheet with everyone that's won a giveaway so far this week, and we've still got a few more tokens to give away over the weekend and today, guys, so if you have missed out on winning something, you're going to have another chance throughout the day. Total entry so far today is 934. Can I see future streaming? Hey, can you see in the future streaming the earlier stages of the mystery bounty, as that's where most of the larger bounties are likely to be won? It could be possible, Daniel. Obviously, this is the first time streaming a mystery bounty today. When we get to there, if it goes well, then potentially we could have day 2 coverage at next year's Goliath. We will see. But this one was just for the FT. Does that mean my £1 poker ticket from the big wheel isn't in already? Who do I complain to? So flip free roll starting, guys. Good luck if you're in that one. Only how many people are in this one? 259 entries in the flip free roll. God, it was at 100 about 10 minutes ago. Everyone getting in last minute. Good luck if you're in that. The tower is in. Scorps, good afternoon to you. To be honest, Jim, I was at the bar. Who was I talking to? You and McNicholas last night. We were just having a chat about the mystery bounty, and he actually suggested almost an identical thing. He was saying how there should be 2 top bounties, like for example the 20k ones, and one that's always in play in the tombola, but then one that only comes into play at the final table. And I think that would actually be a good idea, because the dynamic of the final table will then obviously have to change with that bounty still in play. And I think it could, if we are ever going to tweak the mystery bounty, that could actually be something that could be looked at, and I think that would be a very good idea. So not only is there going to be like a 20k bounty in play from the start of when bounties come into play, but then one that doesn't go into the tombola and only gets put in when the final table starts. I think that could potentially be a great idea, because then obviously it gives more incentive to making the FT as well. It makes the final table bubble, meaning you've got to play a lot more tighter if you've got a certain stack size. It would change certain dynamics, so I think it could be something to be looked at in the future. I think it would be a very good idea, just holding one of the big bounties back and it coming back in at the FT.
think it was out.
Will there ever be a pure freeze-out tourney or short deck tournament as a Goliath side event? Probably not, Paul. The thing about this tournament, you've got to play 16 levels to find a bag at the end of day one, and as we know, only around 10% of the field are making it through at the moment, so it's pretty hard to make it through. So making it a freeze-out just wouldn't give people that opportunity to fire multiple bullets and give themselves extra chances of making day two. So I don't think we're ever going to see it as a freeze-out. And regarding short deck, I think this type of field and who the Goliath is targeted at, I don't think short deck's going to be in the interest of many. How are we doing, Carpet Catcher? Good afternoon to you. Who won the Joker's Wild last night? We did say, Tower said when he was here, he's just out on the floor at the moment because Dave's about to tell me now, but Tower's just out on the floor at the moment because the prize pool is a couple of grand off of a million.
Swan.
James Swan was the winner of the Joker's Wild last night, £8,000. £8,580. Yeah, not bad for £100 at all. But Tower's out on the floor at the moment, guys, because we got a couple more grand before the prize pool goes over a million. So Tower is just waiting for that ticker to go over the million mark just so he can do an announcement on the floor. So he's going to be out there until we reach the million, and then he will be jumping back in the booth with me. Just me for now. We have Liam under the gun, raises to 400. Sean's in with the 8-4 of hearts, fancies it. The old suited 8-4 from +1, facing gun. Wants to get in the mix here. Scott's in with the ace-jack and a hijack as well. And Ray defending the big blind as he should be with King 7 of clubs. And a flop of 10-5-5 rainbow. So everyone whiffing here. Checks through it. It's 7 on the turn. So King 7 of clubs from the big blind jumps out in front. Ray needs choose to lead this one, Ray, after flop checks through. Don't mind this at all. Leads for 400, so fairly small sized. Between 5th and quarter. Should just be 3 folds, but Sean here does have a gut shot, so he's going to peel. I guess we are getting an attractive price, 5.5 to 1, and maybe potential 2 bluffs and rivers. That could be in his mind. So Ray here, I think he's going to check call this spot. Obviously Sean could definitely mix in some checks with 10x on this board, but I think more often than not 4-way he's going to be firing a 10 here, so I think once he takes this line and barrels this river, I think he's just going to get called here by Ray. Line doesn't really make too much sense if you think about it here. 4-way, he's just going to bet a 10 most of the time. He's not going to check flop once the original raiser checks, so a lot of the time he can have some missed spades, some 8-9, 8-6. The up and down straight draws, even the gut shot on this occasion, so I don't think we're ever folding that one as Ray, and does make the correct call with a 7. Well played, sir. What time does Tower's concert start tonight? There's no Joker's Wild tonight, Connor. Yep, still 2 turbo flights tomorrow, so it is going to be a huge one. Could potentially be 1.2, 1.3 million the prize pool. How are we doing, Stephen? 8 hours playing Tuesday, my first Goliath. I've been playing poker 4 years. Had an awesome day, thanks to all the dealers, staff and the lovely people around the table. On the plus side, made it to day 2 of 194k. Well done, Stephen. Good luck for you on Saturday. And then Nick, hi Jay, just want to say the way you commentate on the game, pure class, mate. Thanks very much, Nick. Glad you enjoy the coverage. And lower grass, any 20 in the booth today. I think 20's playing today, lower grass. So if you want throughout the day, if we could get some updates, I'll send Dave out to the floor, see how he's getting on. if you want updates on how 20 is doing in the main event. And Hanskin says, go on, Ray. What venue is this being played at? We're at the CBS Arena, used to be called the Rico Arena in Coventry. Grosvenor Casino. This is the Goliath X, 10 years of the Goliath, and it's going to be the biggest one ever, as we see Sean flop a flush here, but going to get some callers because we got Ray with top pair and we got Adam with the bear ace. So King of Clubs on the turn, and Sean fire again, and Adam with his nut flush draw still coming along. Oh, imagine the 7 of diamonds here. I'm just thinking of river cards that would be ill. Imagine the 7 of diamonds rolling off. And it's the ace of spades. So actually a bad river here for the ace-8. River in top pair now, and is going to pay it off, and it's going to see the bad news. So there you go, guys. You might have heard live there. Towers out on the floor just announcing it. The prize pool is now over £1 million, and we've still got a whole flight today. We've got 2 flights tomorrow. It is going to be a huge one. Great effort from everyone that's turned out in force here in Coventry, but we've reached the milli ball now, and that's just going to continue to get bigger and bigger, so could potentially see 150, 160, maybe even 170 up top come Sunday. Really interested once the prize pool is counted and everything's verified what the payout is going to be for that first place. Everyone intrigued. For £150 could potentially be 1,000xing your money.
Oh, I forgot the wars.
Ah,
I got a banana though. Totally forgot. I'll let you.
do you want me to go?
Yeah, swap.
I'll let you do the announcement. I did just let them know on stream.
What's that?
About the milli.
Oh, maze balls. How good is that? Yes. Record breaking yet again. Yeah, I'll let you go for the waters, young man. Top man. You've just gone out for 10 minutes, holding the fort yet again. The milli ball just wows us. Could this be the biggest ROI ever on any winnings? Well, I'm guessing Vegas will have something to say about that, maybe for the $500 tournaments when it's like $500,000 up top, but it's definitely in Britain and the rest of Europe. That is for sure. Definitely. No fold. Next year I'm taking the week off. Such an enjoyable event. Well done, guys. Cheers, Noel. Yeah, it's a great effort by one and all, everybody involved. And yes, unfortunately, sometimes there's queues when you don't like them to be. But that's just the nature of the beast. If you go over to Ireland, if you go over to Vegas, if you go to the EPTs, if you go to the WPTs, there's queues. It's just part and parcel of the game, unfortunately, when it's busy. Hey Peter, the car protectors have just been delivered. They have been They have just been delivered. If you are playing or you've played and you can make it back down to Coventry, you can have a car protector and a water bottle. Afternoon, Apocalypse. How's the sister? Is she still buzzing? Making day 2? When will next year's Goliath dates be announced, as Ryan? Tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to announce Goliath dates. Or Saturday. Saturday. It's not even Friday yet. Saturday. Yeah, it is a long day. It is a long day when you sit down in the hall at 12 o'clock and you make it through at 12 o'clock midnight. John Bousfield come to the table. So Bouncy comes to the table in seat number 3. Kings for A, Ace Jack of Diamonds. Nice flop for Adam. More or less pick a flop.
I heard you calling Bouncy rubbish on the mic last night, and then he flopped the straight.
I know, yeah. It was 3rd out of 3 and all in with Jack King. He was up against the Joker as well. Huh? He was Ace Joker or something like that, and they just flopped the nuts and stayed in front all the way.
Life of Bouncy. Oh wow, and look at this one here. Ray with the Kings and just picking up action. 3 bets at 1.83. Maybe a little bit too on the large side, but still got a call from Adam. Continuing flop, Adam raise, check raising flop, Adam shoving and just calling it off with the Kings here. Look at the equity Ace Jack of Diamonds has here, being behind 72%. The actual favourite here, Tower. Any Ace, Queen, 7 or Diamond, over half the deck working for us here, and that's why we've got this amount of equity within this pot. 9 no good though, so I reckon it's going to be around a flip now. Queen, 7, Diamond, Ace, and it is a Diamond.
Half the deck, hit him in the face on the river. Right, how do we get notifications on? Because I want to see these notifications on the app.
You'll need to go to settings in your phone.
App notifications.
Go down to Poker Live.
No,
Poker Live
won't
app.
let me. Won't let me. That's as many as it does. That's it. Show on that.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, my days. Got to no, still not in. Hey. Here we go. Poker.
Yeah, it was a hard night, Donna, but we loved it. Lots of laughs in the booths. It was difficult because music was quite loud. Struggled to hear Sam sometimes, but we had a laugh and it was good fun. How we doing, Mum? Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Gail.
I was wetting myself when that pan of tower come up doing MJ. Honestly, I was cracking up at that.
Why?
I don't know. It just made me laugh. Can't help what makes you laugh, can you?
I think it's still in there.
No, it's not. I did try it. I went on the results it was in. It's the
Obviously, I'm not seeing
it's
it
that
back.
one for today. It's the walk for it. it in this one? I can check.
Is that your notifications? Or are they just messages? So if I clear them all, I should wait for new ones?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes. Right, I want it to work, then I know. Apparently. Ace is in.
Yeah, Ray just check ripping here, the 6-5 suited with his up and down. And Scott with the goods. No help there on the turn, so 4 or 9, or we lose one. Ray could be the first casualty of the feature, and he is King of Hearts. We lose Ray, got unfortunate with the Kings against the Ace Jack, left short, gets in with his up and down. Couldn't crack the aces.
Unlucky, sir. Afternoon, Goliath. No sore heads, apart from the players. No. Why? Haven't I got a push? No. What am I doing wrong? I can't get notifications on it and I want them.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look on the app for you. If you go to app settings, hang on.
App info.
Yep, that would do.
Notification history. Nothing. I can't get it on my phone either.
Hi Jay, I just went to enter the 3 o'clock flip and entered yesterday.
Yes, I entered the 3 o'clock one as well. I missed the 1 o'clock.
Check the count, I have 150 Grosvenor ticket in there. I can't afford to get there. Can I use this next year? Yes, you can, Jim. Entered the 3 o'clock flip. Didn't check his account till this morning. 150 ticket in
And
there.
won it.
What a life.
What a life, man.
We can use it as buy-in, part buy
Yep.
for any NPL.
Yeah, or you can use it as part buying Jim for any NPL event. So if you wanted to play the 25-25, for example, you could just use your ticket plus 100 quid. If you wanted to play the G400, use your ticket plus 250. So you can use it for other events if you'd like to. Here he is, the professional.
The professional.
First out last night, I heard. One
Yeah, I did it
out
on
of the jokers.
purpose, you see.
Okay, done it on purpose. Done it on
He
purpose.
had 52 jokers and still couldn't win a hand.
An all deck of cards in his hand, Joe. Yeah, it's a really nice guy, Sam. Really lovely bloke off the table. Always comes and helps us out as well when we need the help.
Absolutely.
Off his own back. Do you get MPL points for the closer on Monday? Is he online MPL? Yeah, you do get MPL points for the closer, Kieran. Yes, that is correct.
Right, I think I've done it. I think. It's not there. Do they have notifications on the 3310? That's a Jim. No, they just don't have notifications for inept people. And that's me.
Attention all Goliath players, just for your information, at 1 PM, which is in around 10 minutes time, there will be a flip free roll on rolltheboard.com. This is all in every hand. All you have to do is register and somebody will win a £150 voucher. So again, on 1 o'clock today and also at 3 o'clock, flip free roll.
Blue says he got torched on the cash tables yesterday.
You can play on the Roll the Poker app, or you can instant play on your browser. 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, completely free to win.
You're in the cash tables open now, do they?
Well guys, Jim Trott on Facebook is trying to sell his Goliath ticket. So if you're on Facebook and
message Jim.
Yeah, message Jim. 33% off. Only wants £100.
Still alive. Day 1F, 966 runners so far. 966 runners. This could be the quietest day.
Yeah.
The alternate number is 430. I don't know what it's up to.
60 something. Oh, 70 something.
77. I will try and get some kind of notification on my screen, honest. Honest. I will try.
I'll tell you what, I'll just do it on my phone tower, and then when it comes through I'll read it out.
Yeah, but then you've got to show me how to do it.
Well, you haven't got one of these up to date.
Oh right, okay.
You've got what's this? Samsung?
Yeah.
I think on iPhone it's easier because you just find the app, and
Yeah.
show you, and then you just put notifications on. Where is it? Poker Live.
Yeah.
Then you go notifications, allow notifications, and there we go.
And that's it.
Yep, done. Easy as that on an iPhone.
I'm not having it. I'm just not having it. I refuse to have it.
So when I get a notification about what alternate's being called, guys, I'll read it over the mic. Peter Shing says he's alternate 100. Won't be long till you're in, Peter. I reckon you'll be in the next half hour. Yeah, staff have been great all week, Jim. It's run unbelievably well, this event. I was speaking to some people at the bar and some of the players that play some of the bigger stuff, the 2Ks, the 5Ks, even the 10Ks around the world, and they were saying how well it's actually run, like compared to WSOP, and how smoothly everything's been run, and I couldn't agree more. Floor staff, the dealers, everyone that's involved makes it what it is. I'm sure you covered it. Well, what sort of percentage of players are getting through to day two? In the normal flights, it's been between 9 and 11%, so around 10% we'll call it. However, that is gonna the average will change simply after the turbo flights, because a lot more players are going to get through the turbo. I said between 20 and 25%. That will then bring the average percent through up, and I think, just the approximation, I said between 13 and 14%. I think that's the amount we're going to have coming back for day two. So it should be fairly close to the money when we come back on Saturday. How are we doing, Donna? It was great to see all the staff letting their hair down, so to speak, last night, and just having fun, but still being professional.
They were brilliant. The staff in Jokers Wild did give them a mention as well. Not easy to deal when somebody's blurting on and dancing away to Disco 2000.
Yep. Guys, what level do they come back on day 2? Is it 3k, 6k? Are they replaying the 2.5k, 5k? Neither. You'll be coming back at 4k, 8k. The last level of the day, level 16 for the day ones, is 3,000, 6,000. First level of day 2 is 4,000, 8,000.
So, can you liaise with one? So when we come back from the break, it was 2:45. You'll make the announcement of the break. You post at the same time, so everyone plays at the same time. So it's a positive. Due to how busy we are, we'll make a full fight start tomorrow. Same start time.
Hey guys, when is the Mystery Bounty final table being streamed? From 4:45 on the stream.
Starts at 4:15 live, so 4:45. I think what we're going to do, because Tara and I won't get a dinner break today, because when the second session finishes, as soon as that session finishes, it's the same time the Mystery Bounty final table starts. So I think Katie and Jamie Nixon are going to be coming in for the second session of the day.
Ah, sweet.
Do a couple of hours, and then me and Tara can just jump straight back in and
nice.
get on with the final table. I've messaged Katie, she hasn't replied yet, but she did say her and Jamie were hopping in the booth.
Yeah.
And I think the best time to do it would be the second session. I think that would work out perfectly for us.
Excellent stuff. Hopefully there won't be too much of a dead space on the live stream as we bring.
I don't think there'll be any tower. I think it'll be literally. I don't even think
break
there'll be
the
a
table.
break. Yeah, don't even think
Get
there'll
the
be a
9
break.
on. Get them in. Love it.
Which is great for you guys, because it should mean just 4 hours straight through without a break.
Yeah.
We just take Jamie and Katie off and put the Mystery Bounty on, and off we go.
Didn't get to sleep till 7 AM, still winding down. It was a good night. It was great to see you done it. Over 500 runners making day 2 so far. How many was it last night? Made it through. Was it
131.
Oh, 131, so back down to the where we expected it to be. How many's through so far?
670.
670.
Yeah, with 3 flights left to play. So today I reckon we're probably going to get about 160, 170 through.
Nice.
And then the turbo obviously is going to be, they're the flights where most people are going to go through. So could be a 1,300 man day Saturday. Good luck running round, because you'll probably have to run into the casino for the bubble as well. They might have to use them tables on Saturday if there's that many coming back. How are we doing, J-Bond? Great stream, guys. Have a great day. Let's have a Towers treble. Not today.
No, there isn't one today. It's a day off. Today and tomorrow. It's a day off. We're back Saturday. Saturday is probably, well, I don't know how many games there is on Sunday, but probably just Saturday this week. Jay's going to do one as well.
Yeah. What's this about? Someone put the anti-treble on yesterday. They posted in the chat. They've gone for the
they lost
anti.
as well.
Yeah, they did lose as well. That's what we were saying.
Good.
In the chat.
I thought Sunderland were absolutely nailed on.
Goliath now seating alternates up to 100.
How do you know?
Notification on the app.
How do you get them?
You've got to have an iPhone.
It seems like you have.
Oh, that's Dan. Dan's in there.
So calling alternates up to 100 now. Jim Trott, how do I change an online ticket to someone else's account? You have to email. What's the email, PK? There's the email in the chat for you, Jim. You just need to drop an email to that email address, say your username, the username that you want to transfer it to, and they will do that for you. Ryan B, no, day 2 will not be straight in the money. Been asked this question countless times this week, but there's been around 10% of the field going through, yes, but the turbo flight is definitely going to bring that average up for sure. That's the only thing you need to take into account. There'll be about 20-25% of the field making it through in the turbo, just as an approximation. I could be wrong. But we will still be close to the money on Saturday. I think it will go first session, maybe even the first half hour of the day. But we'll see when we get there. A couple of days till we get there yet. But will not be straight in the money for day 2. We'll be very close, yes, but won't be straight in. No. Peter Shink, are players allowed to expose cards whilst still going on and other players are attacked? Now, your hand will be dead if you expose your cards deliberately or card. If somehow you accidentally expose your cards and it was an accident and the dealer can see that, your hand wouldn't be dead, you just wouldn't have no aggressive action. So you can only check, fold or call. You wouldn't have no aggressive action. Tower, can someone get a card protector for me today, as I didn't get mine on Tuesday? Asked Craig Houghton.
I'll pass it on to Lenny, because Lenny's playing. Yeah.
Is Lenny here today?
Lenny's here.
Have you seen the donuts?
Guys, I've seen the donuts,
Have
yes. No, they're not down here. I haven't hid them.
Oh, they're there.
They're over there.
I didn't even know.
There's 3 boxes, man.
I might have to go and have a little butcher's. Yeah, Trezani, I agree. I think that's a great idea. Next year, they should let Jay play one random day in the Goliath with a bounty in his head. Just one day. I might only last 10 minutes.
Bong! That lines up.
Right, I won the flip and can't make it. I'm selling for under £100. How do I get payment? You have to sort that out with the person you're transferring the ticket to, Jim. That has to be sorted out between you and the person you're transferring the ticket to. It's not that like the Grosvenor team will send you £100 for your ticket. You have to sort the payment out with the person that is going to be receiving that ticket. There's a few down repping Cumbrian Poker. Nice to see Stuart, one of them, on the feature. Good luck, Mara, says Garrick Robb on Twitch. Neil Gilk says it's okay for a friend to pick up a card protector for me on Saturday. Jay, I guess it is, Neil. If they did play the event, just come in, just mention it, say their name. Maybe have a message for them just to confirm that you are getting a card protector from them, and you should be able to get one. Should get one of you to play with a GoPro
and do it live. I did that once. Remember, Paul? Yeah. I played the team event, not the team event, the staff event. I played the staff event and I Facebook live my cards. Live.
People at the table.
People at the table were then realising what I was doing. People then realising at the table what I was doing and looking at my cards. They said you can play for half an hour. What I want to do is we need you to lose your chips. At the first break, I was chip leader. I could not lose a hand no matter what cards I actually played. Ian was fuming. Ian was fuming. You can't play anymore. We need you back on the floor. You can't play. Well, that's not my fault. He went, just leave your chips or lose them all. Oh, that's so funny. We can't do the cash tables on the feature table this week, Papa, because cash is not licensed in this hall. That's why all the cash tables are in the casino. We can't have cash this week on any of the tables because it's not in the hall.
Ever since Goliath started in 2011,
Which
it has increased year on year. Ladies and gentlemen, ever since Goliath started in 2011, it has increased year on year. And yes, we stopped after 2019. The numbers this year have been unbelievable. The side events have been absolutely crazy, and the cash games have always been busy. And you guys always make it what it is. But if everybody just looks at the screens, we will shortly see the prize pool click over to the unbelievable view of £1 million in the prize pool. And as soon as it clicks over, we would like to have one massive cheer for everybody who's involved, all you guys who are there, and everybody who has played Goliath. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, we have £1 million in the prize pool, and it will continue to go this week. You are now part of record-breaking tournaments in the United Kingdom and surely around the world as well. Well done, one and all. Over £1 million in the prize pool, and it will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Congratulations.
There we go, guys. The milli you heard half hour ago. But there it is. That's what happened. Tower went out to the floor. Great effort from everyone involved.
The mill ball, absolutely incredible effort.
Yeah, parking's all fine now, Jules. It was just last night because of the football being on.
Yeah, they do protect the fans, don't they? They protect all the, as they should. All the car park attendants. It wasn't easy. I know some people had to turn around and not play Jokers Wild because they couldn't park absolutely anywhere. They tried and tried and tried. Had a couple of messages saying can't make it, even though we're pre-regged, because there was nowhere to park.
Might be tea time, Tower. I think I fancy a couple of them on it now. I know them donuts are there. Thanks, Lenny, for the Krispy Kremes. Tower thinks how many calories has Jay had this week?
Not done bad this week, have we?
I've been alright. Yeah, probably only had mac and cheese, but they're not huge portions.
We find out next year's dates on Saturday. They'll be revealed on Saturday and we'll publish them on social media and the live stream as well. Saturday is when next year's Goliath dates get announced.
Great. Where's your cup, Tower?
There it is.
That's not yours.
Oh no.
Does that say Tower?
Oh no.
There
What
it
do
is.
it?
There it is. That say Tower? Ah, there it is.
There it is. Oh, it's in there.
I'm actually
Look at that.
I'm actually going to wait one hand here because we've got Sam with Queen Jack and Sean, who's just turned top pair. So Sam going to fire. Sean didn't 3-bet this pre. We've seen it so much with Ace King this tournament. People folding it pre-flop, people just flatting it and not 3-betting it. And I just think in the head of someone who doesn't play this game for a living or hasn't been playing that long, like, I just don't think a lot of people like Ace King.
The river for Sam is gross.
Yeah. 10 of diamonds here and clear check spot here now for Sam. Want to be checking this over. So Sean's going to fire, and I think Sam can probably let this one go. Losing to 9x, losing to some better 2 pairs now. And there's no bluffs on this like pure rainbow board here, Tower.
No.
Literally, there's just nothing we beat now with Sam, and I think he's going to be good enough to let this one go. Yes, we got 2 pair, but this is just not worse river card for us. We don't like this run out. I just cannot come up with a hand here now that we're in front of. Like Sean's peeled cut off and then called off flop bet, so it's not like going to be turning 7s or 6s into a bluff here, because those would have folded flop, and then basically any other hand that he calls in the deck on this flop, like queen, like it's not going to value bet queen 10. It's going to be some 9x in there, obviously some ace x in there as well. There's just nothing we ever beat here now with Sam, and going to have to let this one go, and I think he will come to the correct decision. People folding ace king pre, you're not referring to I am a madman. Good fold, yeah, that was funny last night. We had someone who asked to be called I am a madman as their name on Stream Tower.
Okay.
Very first hand they get involved with.
Yeah.
There's an open, a free bet shove for like 25, 30 bigs.
Yeah.
He ends up folding ace king. He then doesn't play. He then doesn't play a hand for an hour and a half. It comes up with a screen pre-flop raise percentage, an hour and a half into the session 0%, and then he folds jacks for 11 big blinds, and we're like,
what?
He's asked to be called I'm a madman on stream, and he's folding
advertising.
He's folding jacks for 11 big blinds. He's folding ace king pre. He was certainly not a madman. Right, I'm on the tee run, guys. Back in 5.
Well, I am not a madman. Maybe it should have been said. That's true, Rob. Maybe he's madman because he's folding all the hands. Hi, good morning, Mr. Dan.
How are you? Okay.
How did Joker's Wild go for you?
How can you get eliminated with the actual Joker in your hand? I mean, that was just like sacrilege. It was awful. So I had the physical Joker, and everyone says I was drawing dead the last 2 cards, but I wasn't. Everyone says I was drawing dead because he flopped a set, but I had Joker 8, and it was Queen 5-4.
Yeah.
Right. And everyone said I was drawing dead, but I wasn't. But if any 8, 6, or 7, I would have beat him, wouldn't I?
Would have got there on the river. Perfect. Would have got there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, so you were out.
Yeah, but it wasn't. And that's just the
At least you wasn't first out like Sean Hayden was.
Yeah, but Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Hayden's never played in his life.
No.
Yeah.
Did you see the deck he had under the table?
Yeah.
The 52 jokers.
Oh, it was a cracking event. It was really well done, and well done to you for dancing around. You must have lost about a stone, didn't you?
Felt like it. Do we know what alternate list number we're up to?
Yeah, 125.
125.
Yeah, 125. We're putting them out on the.
I'm trying to get the notifications on my phone, but it doesn't seem to work for me.
Well, is yours an Android?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting them in mine either.
So you see, it's not just me.
iPhone.
Yeah, it's an Android problem, not a tower problem.
Yeah,
See?
I'm not getting them either.
See? It's an Android problem, not a tower problem.
Yeah.
The notifications.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. How's it been today?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
125. Every time PK gets a notification, we'll let you know.
Right. Okay.
But you're doing it. If you've got an iPhone, you can get notifications. I can't because I've got an Android. Can you sort that out?
Yeah, but I normally do. It's just weird. I was thinking it's maybe because my phone thinks I'm somewhere else, because we're only sending it to people in Coventry. Because we're only sending it to the segment in Coventry. Because if you were sending it to the country, everyone would just go, what's this shit? I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
What's this? What's this stuff?
Yeah.
But no, we're sending it out to. But just to Coventry, and maybe my phone thinks I'm not in Coventry.
And Dan to add this group, do you know now?
Yeah.
So then you can get the number when Dina pops it up.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I could do
Currently calling 140, says Peter Shing. Thank you very much. Will the final table of the mystery bound to be live streamed? Yes, it will, Peter. 4:45. Top pair for Adam on the flop. Jonathan, always the aggressor, decides to check the turn when it pairs. He should call. It's a very wet board, to be fair. Over pair to the board, straightening board, there's no flush board available, it's paired up. Yeah, oh, I folded the queens. He folds queens. Yeah, it was a cracking night. Joker's Wild, the one night of the week where players want to have a bit of fun, party around, playing the music. Poker's a little secondary. 430 runners we had last night for the Joker's Wild side event. Fantastic event, really was. Yeah. He's now shaking his head because he's just folded the over pair. Folding queens. Calling alternates 150. We have an alternate clock on our stream, Mr. Peter.
I thought your app was working.
No, it's an Android thing.
No.
Dan's not getting them either on his Android, so it's definitely an Android thing.
Who folded Queen Star? What was that on the team?
Seat 2.
Seat 2.
Jack 9 8 flop. Pairs on the turn. Pair the 8 on the turn. He led the, obviously raised pre, then he led the flop, and then checked the turn.
Just check folded.
And then check folded to a 5k bet.
That can't be good.
Jack 9 8 8 on the board.
I don't even know what the other person had, but like just have to call there. Like our opponent can fire a jack. There we go. Our opponent can fire a jack there, which we beat.
Yeah, jack queen.
Very, very tight fold. But Queen's for Phil this time. I'm with the gun +1. Makes it 900 to go. I went bet raise. Okay, that makes it a bit different, but cheers, Freddy. I went bet raise turn, so that does change things slightly. Obviously, probably don't creep into that win at pre value. We don't expect our opponent to raise some jack X there after we open EP. And then bet flop and continue firing turn, so maybe just getting them credit for the hand. Going to jump back into it here because we got the classic Ace King versus Queens. That was only a min raise, wow. Maybe it looked like the old megaphone raise. It was just super nutted. That could have been what he thought. He weren't even drawing to a straight, maybe just the 2 outs of a queen. And now with the Ace King, after 3 betting to 2k, going to continue the 8 high board. And Phil not going anywhere. Easy call for him with the ladies here.
How many entries overall? Why, Ken? 8,427 in total.
Checks over to Jonathan, who slows down. 10 of diamonds on the river. And Phil should be leading here now, I think, but he's going to check here, and Jonathan probably going to take the showdown with Ace King. We do beat some like Ace Queen with a club, Ace Jack with a club, stuff that could potentially float flop and 3-bet coup. But the Queens are good from Phil, maybe thinking that Jonathan might check back some aces and kings, but I'm certainly going to be going for value there with my Queens. Phil taking the more cautious approach, may not have got paid anyway, takes that pot. Hi guys, so who had the most donuts? I say Jay, I think it probably was me. I think I had 3 of yours, Jay. Well, 4 technically, because I gave 1 to Alice, so I think I had a third of your box on my own, and I've already had 1 of Lenny's today. I can't help myself with them Krispy Kremes, they're too nice. They just sat there, and when I got a cup of tea in front of me as well, it's impossible not to have one.
Afternoon, Morris. Bit of sweet down Tuesday, busted out lender level 15 with aces. Only had 1 bullet, couldn't find digs that late, so drove home. Big shout out to all the staff, dealers, floor, bar, food, etc. who worked tirelessly and professionally. Big thanks to all. Thanks, Morris. Hope to see you again soon.
Cheers, Morris. Good luck today, Jay, as well. Hopefully, bringing us in the donuts brings you luck on the FT and the mystery bounty.
Oh wow, good luck.
How many bounties you got so far, Jay, and for how much, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know the finalists, to be fair.
We'll show you after this hand tower.
Ooh, get you. Morning. How are you?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Are you playing today?
I don't think so. There's about, I don't know how many.
There's a few. Okay.
All of that is right with naturally bounty finisher.
Nice one.
Just to put a face to it, 7 aces in a row.
Pardon?
Just to put a face, yes, 7 aces in a row.
Oh, 7 aces in a
Yeah.
row.
7
yes,
aces
7
in a
aces
row.
in a row from yesterday, I remember.
Ah, yes, that's what we're talking about.
How are you?
We were. 175 is the alternate now. Thanks, Peter.
Cheers, Peter. Peter's obviously got an iPhone, you see, Tower.
Yes. All right. I might get one.
To be honest, Rip Leader, probably it's even below that. I don't think if this was like 1k, 2k, I don't think we'd see Sam open this hand. But I think because of the tournament that we're playing here, Sam probably thinks he's going to have a good enough edge here to open a few pips wider here. Like Jack 7 suited, I'd definitely open. Maybe Jack 5 suited a little bit on the wide side. But if we do think that we're going to have a large enough post flop edge and we're not going to make too many mistakes post, and we can win pots still without having to make a hand, then yeah, by all means, I guess we can open this one from the hijack. I guess it does come down to table. If you've got a couple of players on your left that's not going to punish you and cut off or button and start mixing in some lighter free bets, then by all means, I guess we're fine to open that one in this particular tournament. But it comes down to players on our left as well. If we've got a couple on our left that are going to be mixing in some free bets lighter than most, then probably want to be folding it. But if not, then I guess we're fine to open in this scenario. Sorry, Rip Cheetah. I always get your name wrong.
What do you call him?
Rip Leader, I think. I don't even know what I call him. I forgot already. I've got one and only for £600. Had 3 shots and other bounties, but sick runouts. Unlucky, Jay. Hopefully you get a couple today on the FT. That would be nice. Shame the 20's gone. I wish the 20, like, great for Natalie to win the 20k there, but I really wish that that the 20k was still in for the final table. Obviously it's great for her, but it would have been great viewing for you guys, and we still had that 20k bounty up for grabs on the FT.
We haven't spoiled it. Put it back in.
Yeah, maybe, but I think that's what we should do with the mystery bounty next year. I think that would be a great addition. So what I was speaking to Ewan at the bar about this, and someone mentioned it in the chat earlier, Tower, but maybe have 2 top bounties, so say 20k for example. One 20k goes straight in the tombola, and the other 20k goes in when they're at the FT. I think that would be change a bit of dynamic on the final table bubble. Yeah. Knowing that a 20k bounty is getting put in play when you make the FT.
Maybe so.
Could be something that's really interesting.
You'd have a quick chat about.
Yeah, I might have a little chat with Jim. And
you know Jim.
Yeah, I know Jim very well. Good mate of mine, that Jim.
Exactly. Gives you the exclusives and everything.
Trezani, not the best. She just seems to be getting cooler every bullet she plays. She lost kings versus aces, you saw in the FT on her first bullet. I think she had flush over flush, blind on like a bricked out board. And then yesterday I think she had 8s versus ace queen, got it all in, and it was an ace on the turn, about a level 11. But she's back in today for another shot. She's had a good start as well. I think she's up to 50k already today, so hopefully she can run a bit better. Only been playing 3 months, but she's loving it, which is the main thing, which I think you need in this game. And I've said that to her, and to be honest, anyone that's watching that wants to get into poker, you need to enjoy it.
Yes.
If you are enjoying it, then it's so much easier to learn and get better at the game.
All right, thank you very much. Nice to meet you, sir.
See you later. Nice
Enjoy
to
your
meet
day, and if you play, good luck.
fantastic.
Thank you very much, lovely.
Cheers.
See you soon.
See ya.
See you in the room, yeah? Nice. See you later.
I thought Tower was your Mrs. J. He sang a song to the boss last night. I didn't get one. He devoted one song to the boss last night, but no, he forgot about poor old me in the comms booth out there on stage. Anyone else enjoy the awesome cloppage time last night? Cloppage time.
What's that?
Stoppage time, cloppage time, because it
All
was
right.
5 minutes added, and Liverpool
Yeah.
scored in the 98th, didn't they?
Oh, did they? Oh, I've not seen it yet.
It's not Fergie time anymore, it's cloppage time. As Jonathan just shoves here for 10.3 into 6.6 here. What's this, like 175, 175% with the King Jack of Hearts, and we're shoving into a few ranges that can definitely have some ace-x in here. So yes, we are still going to be drawing to the nuts and have equity within the pot, but we are shoving into a couple of strong ranges of hands here, and Adam with the a7 looks like he is going to call this one off with his top pair, and going to be up against the flush draw fading a heart. But Jonathan here shouldn't really have this play in the locker, shoving for 175% pot. Yes, we have the nut flush draw, but still got like what, 35 bigs in our stack. Still a nice stack at this stage of the day. Yes, we're half a starting, but still plenty of play. So the turn, 9 of clubs, not changing anything. So Jonathan, 1 foot out the door here, going to need a heart to survive, and it's a big brick on the river, deuce of clubs, and we are going to lose Jonathan from the tournament.
Unlucky Jonathan. The boy that folded the queens is out.
So in about half hour's time, guys, that is going to be the first break of the day. I'm going to try and find Swifty, because she did say that her and Jamie are going to be coming in the booth at some point, and I think the best session is going to be the next session, so that the tower and I can cover the mystery game.
That'd be good if we could.
There's a Goliath quiz and dealers. Big ends got 200, 400, 400, 400.
So 30 minutes to go until the end of the session, which means when we do go, we'll be back at 3 PM. Numbers increased, numbers got bigger. We're over the £1 million.
How are we doing, Mikey? Mikey plays poker, good afternoon.
As soon as your hand has finished, please head towards one of the exits. You will be required to repeat also a break as the throughout the break as well. You continue all the exits middle and get yourself out as quickly as you can.
Scott. No action with his Strip Kings. How are we doing, brothers? Afternoon. I played yesterday, had a blast, but bus level 12 will be back next year. Was a great time. Glad you enjoyed it, Brad. That's what it's about, this event. I always say that. It's one of the most important things, as long as you enjoy it and enjoy yourself and have a good time. And then if you do happen to make the money or make a bit of profit on the week, it's just a bonus. But everyone's here for the event itself, the turnout, the atmosphere. And it's just a very enjoyable 10 days of poker that we have here at the CBS Arena.
It's amazing. Hey, how are you? Are you in? Are you up? Have you got 100,000 yet? Are you playing yet? Are you bought in? 48.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Let's hope it's my day today.
4 and 8, 48. Good luck.
If you want a donut, help yourself.
Oh yeah, give our donuts away. It's about time in football they had outside adjudicators for timekeeping. All play a 60-minute clock with the breaks for the play, because everybody's concerned in the game that last year the Premier League was 55 minutes and 10 seconds of play out of the 90. The ball's in play out of the 90. It's about time, with all this rolling about, with all the stopping, with all the VAR.
What was it? There was a video on Twitter a couple of weekends ago. I can't remember what keeper it was in the Premier League when it was 1-1 or something. 28 seconds, pick the ball up.
Yeah.
What happened to the 6-7? 28 seconds between him picking the ball up and kicking it as a goal kick. What happened to the 6-second rule?
They were going on about Pickford the other day, weren't they?
It might have been Pickford. 28 seconds. It's meant to be a 6-second rule, I remember back in the day. And how a keeper could pick the ball up and hold it on for nearly 30 seconds now. It's the thing is, the refs are too scared to blow their whistle and give an indirect free kick like they're supposed to. That's the thing. Because I've never seen anyone give a free kick for the 6-second rule. It's not even a thing, I don't think.
Yeah, there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than watching football and then having the VAR on at a decision and having to watch a referee with his hand to his ear, just waiting for the decision. When they won't show you what they're looking at, they won't show you the replay, and you're just looking at the referee. Just stop the clock. Oh, Fizz can't play the seniors. Well, we've got the Mystery Bounty final on later at 4:45.
Matthew says it's a 7-second rule, it's still legal. I don't see how someone could take 4 times the amount of that then, Matthew, and nothing happened about it. I think I was a bit more tilted because I had a bet on needed a goal for the other team. I think that was the most tilting thing about it. But a shot for Sean makes it 1.1. Sam the ace queen in the big blind. 3 bets to 3.2. Definitely choose a larger sizing here, out of position. We're going for the smaller size out of the blinds. You can go bigger for sure. Maybe a little bit too small here from Sam. And always want to be sizing up more out of position than you would in position. But Sean's going to take one off here with position with the ace jack. Both players catch a piece. Middle pair nut kicker for top pair nut kicker, and Sam with a nut flush draw to go with his, so smashes the life out of this one. And Sean going to be calling once set, or at least he should be, with position with the ace jack. 10 of spades on the turn. So Sam picking up Broadway draw to go with his top pair and nut flush drawer, and Sean picking up the same Broadway drawer as well. So small improvement for both, but Sam still with far the best hand here. Sean drawing literally to a jack for the scoop and an offsuit king for the chop, and Sam just shoves for south of pot here with the ace queen of hearts. Don't mind this at all with the SPR we're working with. Tough spot here for Sean because Sam's got all the strong hands on this board as the free better. He's got the ace king, he's got aces, he's got kings, he's got ace queen, jacks, tens, queens, all going to be in there for Sam. So this is a real like a board where it's just going to be all over Sam's range as the free better here out the big blind, and ace jack's not really going to fare too well against that range. We block jacks, that's about it. We block ace king slightly as well, but Sam's still got a catalogue of value hands here. Aces, kings, ace queen, pocket queens, pocket tens. And like, what are the bluffs here for Sam? If Sam was like 3-betting a suited wheel ace, like of hearts or spades, well, he is going to pay it off with the ace jack, and he's going to see that he's drawing to a jack.
Pretty thin.
And only a jack to scoop. King would chop it, but it cannot be a heart.
So Sam in for a double to get well over starting stack. It's a 10 of hearts for the nut flush.
Yeah, we've got about 20 minutes left of the session, guys. I'm not sure yet about Kate and Jamie for the session. I spoke to her this morning. She said, let us know when you want us in, and we'll come in. I've messaged her, but she just hasn't got back to me yet, so haven't got that confirmed yet.
Yeah, good old Sam on the feature. Jacks 3-bet to 4,000. Scott gets out of the way with the pocket threes, and the 7-8 should be the end of the hand. Are we above 250 alternates list yet? No. It's about, I think it's 175. 175 at the moment, and live they're on a break, so it won't increase at the moment. We go on a break on the live stream in 15 minutes time. Obviously we're on that 30-minute delay. Can you mind to the seniors from any group? No. Here in Coventry, and the Reg will open. I know. Can you buy in today for Sunday, or is it just on Sunday? I think it's 2 hours before on the Sunday, isn't it? Not any Grosvenor, no. Until. We'll get clarification, but I'm pretty sure it's just 2 hours before on the Sunday here in Coventry. There's a famous actor coming to the feature table after the break. Is there? Oh, not the rider, is it? Yes.
Andrew, no side events Thursday, Friday or Saturday, just because we're going to need the whole space. What time I need to get there for the turbo tomorrow evening? Well, it starts at 6, Matthew. The earlier you get in the club, the lower down the alts list you're likely to be. So I suggest as early as possible. Someone said they got in at 8:30 today, so what's that, 3.5 hours before the tournament started, and there was 122 people in front of them in the queue. So they got here 3.5 hours early.
Exactly 122 as well.
And there was 122 in front of them in the queue. If that's anything to go by. Need
banana.
Banana? Actual banana?
Yes.
Jamie, Roselle, no. If you've bagged up your chips, that's it. You're set for day 2. You have the option when you are bagging and tagging to surrender your stack. But once you bag, that's it. You can't play another flight.
And it's also advertised as well if you want to, they do say at the end of the night, if you want to surrender your stack, you can.
Yeah, like Liam's got the most slam dunk squeeze spot out of the big blind with the ace king. No one wants to free bet. No one wants to free bet ace king in this tournament. Everyone's scared to free bet it. Just seems like everyone wants to take the passive approach. Would have been so much better there. Just a 3-bet squeeze out of the big with the ace king. This is the Goliath, as we say. We see a lot of unorthodox stuff that we wouldn't usually see on our usual GUKPT streams.
Yes.
And it will be the same throughout for the main event.
Tune in the background, a bit of Lady Antebellum. Yeah, people do play it a little bit different if they don't want to play the turbo. And this is their last chance of getting in. The turbo is fine, but it's a great idea. Is that why a lot of pros don't play? I think everybody should play this. You see a prize pool of over £1 million for 150 quid. I think everybody should play.
Blinds day 2 start at 4k, 8k. Paul Smith.
Indeed.
What time did Joker's Wild finish last night?
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
I thought you'd done the whole stint. I thought you'd done the whole tournament. I thought you was there, heads up, singing a couple of
serenading the heads up duo.
Ryan's been here all week. He's just literally been playing the cash.
And now he's in Bulgaria.
Triple nipple. Literally just been on the cash games all week.
He's gone on jollies with the wife.
Yeah, Rich has been the same. He's been grinding cash all week as well.
Flop a 2, 3, 4.
Flush draw here from Liam. Bouncy with wheel draw, and the ace of hearts working for backdoor nut hearts. Looks like he's happy to fire here once check 2. So Liam on the button. He'll be calling at the very least after flopping a flush draw.
If you've got the Poker Live app, Paul, it's on there. The Poker Live app is on there. All the structure for day 2 starts at level number 17. It's click on the day 1F, slide across to structure and scroll down, and starting from level 17 is where it is. Bouncy, it's the 10 as well as a wheel draw. Bets out 2.5.
Yeah, but Liam hits the 10 as well. I'm not sure what Adam's doing in this pot tower. How Adam's found the overcall here on the flop with Queen Jack is pretty optimistic, but he should be folding turn now. And Liam here with top pair to go with his flush draw. He's going to call with position. And now this is where we should lose Adam from the pot, we hope. Shouldn't have been in there in the first place, but does now at least find the correct decision on the turn. River.
Four diamonds,
yeah,
Bouncy.
Has to value bet this spot tower. Like 4x shouldn't really be in there. We're more worried about the deuce pairing, making deuce X of hearts a thing. Like maybe he can have some 4-5 suited some of the time here on the button, Liam, but as Bouncy here, really go after some 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, these types of hands, pocket pairs. But he doesn't go after it here. We're really surprised to see this from Bouncy. I just think we're almost always going to have the best hand on this run out. Like sometimes, yeah, we'll lose to like some 4-5 suited, ace-4 suited. Only a couple of combos of those, and then we can get value from the 5s, the 6s, the 7s, some 10x of hearts in there as well, as we hold the 10 of diamonds in our hand. But maybe he's thinking his opponent could be flush draw heavy and trying to induce a bluff from him, and looks like Liam is going to go for a bet, and Bouncy just got an easy call now. 5.1k here. Oh man, where do you find the jam? Could you find the jam here? Well, I think after he postures like this, it's only call or fold, and I think this is a pretty easy call for us here with Bouncy tower. Can't fold ace tower. I thought he was going to value bet this spot. We've got to remember we've gone bet, like we bet flop here. It doesn't look like we're ever going to have a 10 here ourselves after firing flop. but maybe he thinks he could be up against a 4, but it's only a small amount of 4x that should be in there. Like I said, 4-5 suited, ace-5 suited, that's about it. 4 combinations combined, and then there's a whole host of other hands that we're in front of here. Like I say, 10x of hearts, so there's going to be some bluffs in there, some bare 5x, some hearts that missed as well. Yeah, of course he thinks he's winning, Gully, once Bousey takes this long, but I can't believe how he's going to fold this. We're getting 4-1 on the call, meaning we only need 20% here. We only need to be right 20% of the time, and with this hand on this run out, how this hand's played, I think we're right way more than 20% here. How can Bousey even... Like, I wouldn't check river in the first place, I'd probably go for value, but then once we check river and we are faced with a bet of this size specifically, I just think it's going to be a snap. I just one chip it in, and if he's got the 4-5 suited or the ace-4
he's
suited,
eventually made the call, and it's a correct call.
We got there in the end, Mr. Bousfield.
Alright, gentlemen, in 5 minutes you're going to have a break. When you come back from your break, I'm going to ask you to go straight to 27.
So, 5 minutes time, these players will be off to table 27, and a new table will come in, which means we'll be back at 3 PM with more of the same. Yeah, fine. Yes, Paul. Thanks for yesterday, young man. Thank you very much indeed.
Five-way action here. Stuart opening gun, getting called in low jack by king queen, button by 9-6 of spades, and then both the small and big come along with their suited wheel aces.
King 10-3.
So Alan jumps out into the lead, blocking top pair on this board. And Stuart continuing here. I don't mind this. This continue on this board with this particular hand as the under the gun opener. It is supposed to be our hand. We are going to have the nut advantage. We'll have the kings, we'll have the tens here, obviously ace king, king queen as well. However, into 5 players, like there's going to be some king x out there that's going to call some 10x, these type of holdings here. So I think as Stuart, probably better to just check call, but did opt to go for the small bet here, and have been met with a raise from Alan. So Alan choosing to raise this one here, the king queen and the king 10-3. Surprised to see this tower. Would much prefer to see a flat, but maybe Alan doing the old, what we've seen this weekend a lot, throwing it back old school, trying to find out where I am raised, and he's found out where he is because the ace queen's muck face up.
So the gong's just gone for the final 3 minutes of the hand. Like the bell.
3 minutes.
Like the bell, it's a warning. The 3 minute warning. Ding, ding, ding. 3 minute warning. New table on its way at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't think Katie and Jamie are going to be coming in at 3 because
No.
we can't get in contact with them, unfortunately, but they will be doing a 2-hour stint at some point today. Not sure when that's going to be. Thought it might be next session, but not sure where either are at the moment.
There's no plan. Please retake your seats. You have 1 minute remaining on the break. That's 1 minute remaining on the break. Dealers, if you have 3 or more players in the table, please prepare your decks now.
Live poker is most certainly alive. Live poker will never die, as they say. Yes, John, we got one giveaway today.
Have we?
I think it's a Tower Things today. I'm not sure when we're going to do it, but we do have one closer ticket to give away today. We've got 4 more to give away.
If we're both here next session, we'll do it before the final.
We've already given away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tickets so far this week.
Get you.
11.
Splashing the cash.
Not mine. wait till Tom sees that on his desk on Monday morning.
You'll have to get the closer tickets to him early because it's
I've said that.
Players Sunday, isn't it? Players Sunday this week.
So we might even do 2 giveaways today then, actually, because we won't be able to give a closer ticket out on actually, we could give a closer ticket out on the Sunday still.
We could, or even Saturday.
Yeah, yes.
How many tickets have we got?
4 left.
4 left.
4 closers left.
Well, we've got 2 turbos tomorrow.
Yep.
So we'll do 1 of each.
Yep. 1 today, 1 Saturday.
1 Saturday.
There
Perfect.
we go.
There you go, perfect. Oh! Oh! Big news.
Oh wow!
Big news.
That is big news. That's enormous news.
Big
That's
news.
how I would say.
Oh, so there is still 2 false.
Attention, all players in the Goliath, there are now a 25-minute break. That's 25-minute break. We do ask that you leave the room as quickly as you can.
Fancy that,
Please need a break through this break also, so the quicker you leave.
So,
the longer
big
you
news.
So please use all exits in the hall. There are 3 exits to get out. So please do use them all.
Big news, which we'll come back to when we come back, because that is a bit of a change for tomorrow. There are still 2 flights, but 1 is going to be the long clock and 2 will be a freeze out. I like the freeze out. We are up to 190 on the alternates now the players have come back in. 190. Guess what? If you put your location on your phone and you put your notifications on your Goliath Poker Live app, you should get the notifications when the things come. Because it didn't know where I was, and because the Goliath's in Coventry, they've kept it local rather than everybody getting a message about the notifications on the alternates list. So now I put my location on, I'm going to hopefully get some notifications. Last hand of the session, and Bouncy's going to get himself into trouble. He's got jacks, he's running 2 aces of Phil, who's 3-bet to 3.6. The 6-7's come along for the ride. Last hand of the session by the looks.
Again, players, we ask that as soon as your hand has
This is the last hand of the sesh. And Bouncy is in a bit of trouble. Where's the flop? There's the king, 6, 2. So the 6 here piece. The jacks and Bouncy checks. And the aces should be betting.
Yeah, I'm going to get 1 call here from Bouncy.
Yeah, 5,000.
Turbo's not cancelled tomorrow, James Gill. It's just been alterated to a normal flight, so it won't be a turbo. The first leg, flight G, is going to be normal, and then flight H will still be a turbo at 6 p.m.
But it's
freeze out.
But it's a freeze out.
It's a freeze out. And that's that, guys.
More about that. We'll get Jim involved. More about that when we come back at 3 p.m. We'll see you then for the second session, which will include the final of the bounty.
See you then, guys. Ace 10 for Ian. Raises to 1.3 under the gun +1. And Radu here with the ace jack in the hijack. Surprised if he went anywhere this deep with Ian. I'm probably more inclined to just flat this one versus the early position open. But obviously can mix in a free bet some of the time. And it looks like that's exactly what he's done. Free bets to 3.2. Julie, if you just give yourself a refresh, should be alright because picture's crystal clear here for us.
Yeah.
So it's probably just connection at home or wherever you may be. But if you give it a little refresh, hopefully it kicks back in.
Yeah, give yourself a refresh, Jules, and let us know that it's alright. Because it's alright on both our laptops.
Oh
so
my
word! What's happening here? 4-bet to 7.7.
Wow, Ian.
Oi, oi.
Someone over the age of 50, 4-bet bluffing tower.
Whoa, well, I'm start folding.
It's just
You
like,
would be.
Yeah, I would be.
You'd be
I'd be folding ace queen here, suited as Radu. It would already have hit the muck. But this is, I guess Ian just thinks Radu's at it too much. And to be honest with you, the ace 10 off tower, it's a really beautiful 4-bet bluff hand. And maybe Ian's been amongst the solvers the last few months. You don't know. He might have been putting some work in off the tables. That could be the case. And he might have put in the low frequency 4-bet here with the ace 10 versus Radu, who's been fairly aggressive, and with the chips as well. But fair play to Ian, mixing it up, not just having the ace king plus in his 4-bet range, and now action back on Radu here. And oh wow,
No way.
Is he gonna 5-bet? Has he picked up on something
about
here?
20k.
Wow, Radu, what senses from him. He has to have picked up on something here, Tower. Read on the situation here from Radu is just so good. What a play. 5-bet bluff Tower, we just, no way. Do you know what, if Ian 6-bets here with ace 10 Tower, I'm done, I'm having an early finish. He's not doing it. There's no way Ian 6-bets here. How often do we even say the word 6-bet on stream? Oh, wow. But Radu 5-bet bluffing the ace-jack. This is just a leveling war between
He's not putting
the
the lot
two
in.
players.
He's doing it again! He's doing it again! That's amazing!
Oh my God! Ian 6-bet
Solve that, baby!
10! How'd you like them apples?
Solve that!
Ace 10, 6-bet rips it in for 100 big blinds. Oh my word. Ian is my new hero, Tower. I want this man to win the comp. Oh my word. 6-bet rip with the ace 10, folding the ace jack out. Where has Ian found that move from? Oh my word.
How'd you like them apples?
I've waited all day for something and it's just happened. Oh my word. Ian. Do you know what? I'd be sat at the table. If I was sat at the table there and Ian said to me I didn't have aces there, I would have had a lot of money with him that he had aces in that spot. A lot of money. But wow. Fair play to the man.
A 6-bet rip. Well.
Ian can decide to make a decent sized raise here against a pretty tight player in the big blind, or he can decide to call. Either's fine. Just decides to call. Anthony, check his option. It's fine. Whoa. This might be bad news for Ian because he's got the nut low, and he's going to decide to barrel this at least one street, and let's see if Anthony just decides to call. Good trap from Anthony here. I half expected him to raise it, Tower, but he's playing it well. Now this is a spot where if I am Ian, I'm betting pretty big now. about pot. 50,000. He goes for 27,000. Again, Anthony, if I'm Anthony, I'm just calling.
Yeah, me too.
Got such a disguised hand tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just calls again.
Yeah,
great play from
any
Anthony.
low sets, really disguised, aren't they?
Yeah.
And now a queen. Queen of spades on the river. Are we going to rep the king? Are we going to rep something like ace, king, king, jack, king, queen?
I'm betting massive here, tower. At least pot, maybe pot and a half. We've got the nut low. Anthony can't have many kings in his hand. What can he really have? He can't have ace king because he just defended pre without squeezing it up. Wow, I like this play. I really like this play. I really like this play. And if Anthony finds the call, good luck to him. But I really like this play. There's not. Let's think about it. Ace king. He can't have ace king. He can have king jack. Anthony can and make a pretty tight check back on the flop before the flop. But what other kings can he have, Tower? He's got to have something to call the flop with. So he's got to have a king to call the flop with. So king 10 he could have. That's reasonable. Turns a pair, calls the bet. Queen king, possibly. But then that's about it, Tower. He can't have ace king. He can't have two kings. And whereas Ian, we could have any king. We could be bluffing in the got there. We could have. He's decided to call, and that's pretty sick. And I think it's really unlucky for Ian. I think he played the hand really, really, really well, and just got unlucky that Anthony had a set. I mean, how can he have a set? That set of fours is kind of like the only really strong non-king hand he can have, Tower. And obviously he can have a hand like ace six. He's got to call twice and fold. There's just so many hands that he's got to fold. And although Ian did come in, didn't he, Tower? And Ian did come in and try and ask if he could explain his decision, but I thought he played the hand well.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't need to go quite all in. Maybe pot and a half, something would suffice. But I said as soon as I saw the river bet that I'd go over pot.
Yeah. And
I think it's a fine play. He just ran into someone who had a set and wasn't in the mood for folding it, Tower.
Yeah.
But if you think about the actual King X combos, it's not that many, Tower. It's not that many at all. Ian's got way more King X combos. If Anthony just had an ace, for example, he has to call the flop, he has to call the turn, and he has to just immediately fold the river.
Yeah.
Same with his two pair combos, but he had a set and he could have folded the set. He had a long tank about it. I think he played that hand well.
Nine players today, 209 and 307 in total.
Jan's mixing it up now, Tower. Wow, Mason's got kings.
Well, the kings are never folded.
No, they're going to 3-bet now after Jan's opened a loose hand for him. 9-6 of clubs. Bobby has, we don't know, kings as well.
Oi, oi, oi.
And he's going to cold 4-bet probably to about 9,000, 8,000, maybe out of position.
Yeah, 9.3.
Jan's going to fold and Mason's going to stick him in, I think. And it's going to be kings against kings.
Yeah. And then we're going to chop it up and then we'll get on to the next.
Yep.
Kings against kings. Nice answer. Yeah. Let's chop it now, he says. Bobby's stuck his stack back. He's happy to chop it.
Don't take your stack back too soon. You never know.
But he has got the king of hearts.
He has got the hearts.
Oh,
he's got the hearts.
He's got the free roll. Oh,
He's got the hearts.
He's got the free roll of the
This
hearts.
would be absolutely brutal for Mason.
No way is it coming a
We've been
hearts.
saying hearts all day. It can't be again. Oh my God!
It is.
It is the day of the hearts. That is
Oh.
absolutely sick for Mason.
Wow.
That is
Kings
brutal.
against kings and four.
He's going to
hearts.
stand up and just have a minute there. That's
Mason's
just
not out.
brutal. That is just brutal.
He's going for a minute.
He's having a minute. That's quite
Oh.
shows quite a level of maturity for someone who's 18, just to think, right, I'm going to have a minute away. That's a really
Wow.
ridiculous hand.
Bobby.
If ever there was a day to have the hearts there, Tower, and not the Black Kings, it was today, wasn't it? So we've got new players. Is that Tom Hudson there?
No, Kieran coming in.
Bit of a doppelganger there.
He is a little bit. For the online manager, Mr. Tom Hudson.
Deborah's called now, and Richard. Which Richard is it? Do we know which Richard it is? Hearts and Hearts fighting off again. 3 times. A lot of hearts being dealt out, Tal, but not many on the flop. I didn't well, he hit the straight flushing hearts, didn't he?
Yeah. Kieran Davey comes to our table. Richard Griffiths in C1.
Richard Griffiths? I don't think I know him. Oh, look, what the
10,
hell?
9,
The
3,
Tower,
all hearts.
3 of them have flopped hearts.
They've all
Flushes.
flopped
Queen
to
High,
flush.
King High, Ace High.
Wow.
This is going to be carnage. Oh my gosh.
There's nearly every heart out on the board. The Jack of
Have you
Hearts
seen
is out
this?
for Richard.
This could be a 3-way all-in, Tower, if it's played fast by any of them. This is absolutely ridiculous. When Kieran gets all this action, he'll have to check his cards back, see if he's bloody actually got the Ace of Hearts, Tower, and not the Ace of Diamonds. So Richard's just called. Oh, Richard's called just with a Jack, with a King, with a Jack.
Yeah. He's got the redraw to the
Heart.
straight flush, he thinks.
Blow me neck. So what's going to happen now? KK's going to squeeze it up. He's just called as well. Now what's Peter going to do?
Yeah, Kieran's got the notes. I don't mind.
No,
I don't mind a
KK
go.
just flattered with his Queen Eye flush.
Oh yes,
And now
Kieran's
it's on
got the
Peter
nuts.
with the King Eye flush. He's going to raise here. Here we go. So he's going to raise.
Oh man.
Kieran's going to probably just flat call, or jam it, or just put it in, thinking he's never going to get a fold,
Yeah.
which he won't.
Raise to
How the action's
5k
gone.
from Peter.
Kieran's getting a bit. Look at him. He's playing. He's giving it the old Hollywood, isn't he? He's got the stone cold nuts, and he's going. He's like, "Oh, what's going on here? What the blinking hell's going on?"
Does he call?
I think he. I don't know, Tower.
Or is it, does he think he's up against
I just
the
don't.
set?
I just don't think he's. Well,
He's
with
all
it-
in.
Yeah.
He's
and
all in.
now what's KK going to do with his Queen Eye? He's going to have to move all in, surely.
Yeah.
There's hands that Kieran could have aces with the Ace of Hearts here. Yep.
This would be an amazing fold.
And Peter's
No, they're
going
in.
to be absolutely sick.
Peter, what you done?
Peter's absolutely sick.
Peter
but
raised it
he's-
up with
He's going to have to put it
5k.
in. And just hope it's a set against the ace with a heart, I guess, or 6-7 of hearts, for example, or 7-8 of hearts. These are hands that are possible as well in Peter's eyes. It doesn't have to be against the nut flush here. This is just the most brutal setup I've ever seen.
They're
And
in.
he's in,
They're in.
and they're both drawing dead, aren't they?
Wow.
This is just dead. They're both dead.
Wow.
They're just dead.
Look
See you
at
later.
look at Debs.
It's just ridiculous. They're dead, aren't they? There's no runners,
No,
is there?
no runners. Because the Jack of Hearts has been folded for the Queen.
What a life.
Wow.
This is Kieran's first hand, and what a hand.
He's on 60,000. Sits down, one hand, flops the nuts.
Gets action from the
and
second
trebles
nuts
up.
and the third nuts, and trebles up.
Oh my days.
It's 10 for Ian. Raises to 1.3 under the gun +1. And Radu here with the ace jack in the hijack. Surprised if he went anywhere this deep with Ian. Probably more inclined to just flat this one versus the early position open. But obviously can mix in a 3-bet some of the time. And it looks like that's exactly what he's done. 3 bets to 3.2. Julie, if you just give yourself a refresh, should be alright, because picture's crystal clear here for us.
Yeah.
So it's probably just connection at home or wherever you may be. But if you give it a little refresh, hopefully it kicks back in.
Yeah, give yourself a refresh, Jules, and let us know that it's alright. Because it's alright on both our laptops.
Oh,
so it's
my
Monday.
word.
What's happening here? 4-bet to 7.7.
Wow, Ian.
Oi, oi.
Someone over the age of 50, 4-bet bluffing tower.
Whoa, well, I'm start folding.
It's just
You
like,
would be.
Yeah, I would be.
You'd be start folding.
I'd be folding ace queen here, suited as Radu. I'd already have hit the muck. But this is, I guess Ian just thinks Radu's at it too much. And to be honest with you, the ace 10 off tower, it's a really beautiful 4-bet bluff hand. And maybe Ian's been amongst the solvers the last few months. You don't know. He might have been putting some work in off the tables. That could be the case. And he might have put in the low frequency 4-bet here with the ace 10 versus Radu, who's been fairly aggressive, and with the chips as well. Fair play to Ian, mixing it up, not just having the ace king plus in his 4-bet range, and now action back on Radu here. And oh wow,
No way.
Is he gonna 5-bet? Has he picked up on something
about
here?
20k.
Wow, Radu, what senses from him. He has to have picked up on something here, Tower. Read on the situation here from Radu is just so good. What a play. 5-bet bluff tower. We just, no way. Do you know what? If Ian 6-bets here with ace 10 tower, I'm done. I'm having an early finish. He's not doing it. There's no way Ian 6-bets here. How often do we even say the word 6-bet on stream? Oh, wow. But Radu 5-bet bluffing the ace jack. This is just a leveling
Not the
war
lot.
between
He's not putting
the
the lot
two
in.
players.
He's doing it
No
again!
way!
He's doing it again! That's amazing!
Oh my God! Damn! 6-bet
Solve that, baby!
10! How'd you like them apples?
Solve that!
Ace 10, 6-bet rips it in for 100 big blinds. Oh my word. Ian is my new hero, Tower. I want this man to win the comp. Oh my word. 6-bet rip with the ace 10, folding the ace jack out. Where has Ian found that move from? Oh my word.
How'd you like them apples?
I've waited all day for something and it's just happened. Oh my word. Ian. Do you know what? I'd be sat at the table. If I was sat at the table there and Ian said to me I didn't have aces there, I would have had a lot of money with him that he had aces in that spot. A lot of money. But wow. Fair play to the man.
A 6-bet rip. Well.
Ian can decide to make a decent sized raise here against a pretty tight player in the big blind, or he can decide to call. Either's fine. Just decides to call. Anthony, check his option. It's fine. Whoa. This might be bad news for Ian because he's got the nut low, and he's going to decide to barrel this at least one street, and let's see if Anthony just decides to call. Good trap from Anthony here. I half expected him to raise it, Tower, but he's playing it well. Now this is a spot where if I am Ian, I'm betting pretty big now. About pot. 50,000. He goes for 27,000. Again, Anthony, if I'm Anthony, I'm just calling.
Yeah, me too.
Got such a disguised hand tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just calls again.
Yeah,
Great play from
any
Anthony.
low sets, really disguised, aren't they?
Yeah.
And now a queen. Queen of spades on the river. Are we going to rep the king? Are we going to rep something like ace, king, king, jack, king, queen?
I'm betting massive here, tower. At least pot, maybe pot and a half. We've got the nut low. Anthony can't have many kings in his hand. What can he really have? He can't have ace kings. He just defended pre without squeezing it up. Wow, I like this play. I really like this play. I really like this play. And if Anthony finds the call, good luck to him. But I really like this play.
Welcome back, everybody. Alternate number 230. 230. Alan Clues, hope he's got some, will be in seat 1. James Cassidy 2. Chris Nicholas in 3. Martin Neal in 4. Danny Ryder in 5. 6 will be Tom Rose. 7 Stu Lord. 8 Michael Famer. And 9 Dan Williams. So there we go, ready to rock and roll. David back down in 2 minutes. We're all good, chef, thank you very much. Well done for making day 2. I think you made day 2, didn't you? So Brothers.
Attention all Goliath players, please retake your seats. You have 1 minute remaining on your break. That's 1 minute remaining on your break. Dealers, if you have 3 or more players.
283,000, well done. Well done, chef.
Martin Wheel hasn't sat down yet. But then you guys should be just where you were, 1, 2,
Just seating all the players in the correct seats. And there we go. All ready to go for the next sesh. Let's do it. He's on his way back down. Is there anything on tomorrow that I can enter that will finish tomorrow? No, flights. 2 flights of Goliath tomorrow. Cash, no side events tomorrow.
Additional players, just an important announcement regarding a few changes to tomorrow's flights. So tomorrow, Friday's flights are going to be a little bit different than advertised in order for us to preserve how many people are making day 2. To the moment, there are going to be too many players making day 2 for us to seat. So tomorrow's flight 1G will no longer be a turbo, it will have the full clock. So tomorrow's day 1G
full clock tomorrow for 1G.
Clock, the same as this one and every other flight before has. A further change, flight 1H, which is going to remain a turbo, is going to be a freeze out, so there will be no re-entries in 1H. So again, just to summarise the changes,
there we go.
1G
The
will now run
floor
full clock,
have changed, and the staff have had a gas and a chat regarding the final 2 flights. There's only 1 turbo tomorrow, and that's the 6 PM one. It is a very late change. They've had to do it regarding numbers coming back for day 2. It has been obviously very, very busy, and they've decided that it's a normal flight tomorrow. You've still got 2 chances to play. It's a normal flight tomorrow, starting at, I'm guessing 12? Oh, we're still starting at 11. So we still start at 11 tomorrow. And then 6 PM the turbo is a freeze out at 11. Thank you. So Goliath still starts at 11, and then the turbo starts at 6, but the turbo tomorrow night is a freeze out.
Yeah, mixed reviews, Towers DJing last night. Some loved it, some was like...
Cheers, Woolly Bully. Oh, that's one song I didn't play. Bit of Woolly Bully. Cool, Maddie. Get the things we do. Oh, it's going to be first on my list next time we do it.
Danny Ryder, I see in seat 5 there.
Indeed.
King's checking here once the ace rolls off. Shouldn't really be too much ace-x in Michael's range once he calls flop. Like, his range should really be made up of queen x holdings, of pocket pairs, maybe some 6x that call on the button. So although it comes an ace for us on the turn here as Chris, most of the time it's an effective brick. Sometimes ace-6 suited, get in there, 2 combos of that, but shouldn't really be too worried about this ace here as Chris, and now going for value on the end here. Like this from him, once he goes check check, start going after the 6x as well as the pocket pairs that Michael could plausibly have in this spot.
Yeah, red light spell danger wasn't played either, and it should have been. It's that list that's in my head. Sometimes it's too long.
And that goal, we need more tables. Like, we've been waiting 2 hours. The thing is, we got the tables, but we haven't got the dealers. That's the thing. Every dealer is in use at the moment.
Yep, every single one.
Every single dealer. We could put you on a table,
and then say, well, get more dealers. That's the problem. Brexit's killed it because they can't get dealers from overseas. A lot of dealers are now dealing private, so they don't want to deal as part of a company. And a lot of people left the industry when they needed to carry on working and living when COVID hit. It's been a tough industry. If you know the hospitality industry at the moment, it's suffering so bad. So a combination of all different things, unfortunately. Yeah, we could have done with Woolly. We could have Woolly Bully and Red Light Spells Danger and all kinds of things. I think we had a good time in the end. I think it was a good night. I don't know if Jay and Sam were dancing around.
I was having a little
seats.
bop. Someone put in a chat. It's the first time I've seen you dance, Jay. I was having a little bop to some of the songs, Tower. Honestly.
Who won? We'll try and get the full.
James. Oh, what was the surname? Said this earlier. James something. Can't remember the surname. Begins with S. Did mention it earlier. We'll try and find out when Pete gets back in. He knows and has the results for that. We might even get them posted in the results.
Somebody just posted that on my Twitter.
Towers MJ. I'll see if we can get it back on the screen today.
Oh dear. A bit of Billie Jean, you can't beat it. Thanks, Tony, for that. Alternates number 260. Dina has just announced. Alternates 260. I didn't get a notification. I've had to join the WhatsApp group.
Oh, wow. Neo, good luck tomorrow. I was alternate 634.
What?
But I've withdrawn, so I've decided to change to tomorrow's early flight.
Absolutely, good on you. I think that was also a decision as well with that many. I'm actually waiting today because obviously it looked and it felt like a lot more people still wanted to play the full flight. So maybe going forward for next year might be exactly the same. So yes, that could be the thing. One of the deciding factors of why, with the numbers being so long, of playing tomorrow instead.
Twitter handles bottom right of the screen for your Scorps if you do want to give either me or Tara a follow. It is actually the only platform that I use for social, so only real way to get in contact with me if you have any questions.
Wow, that was quick. 275 now. Alternates 275. Wow. And that didn't work. Cheers, Scorps. Scorpion Sam.
So Danny here. Hopefully we'll see him bump this up from the big blind. What we got, 3 limps to us, 3k, something around there. What I'd like to see from Mr. Ryder. Yeah, 3.6 just as good, nice and big, out of position in the big blind. And should get one customer here in terms of Alan. Tom shouldn't be calling the Jack 10. Oh, he does call the Jack 10 and Alan folds the Queen 10 suited. So the player that shouldn't call was called and the player that should call was folded. Oh, God.
Important announcement.
Oh, here we go.
Customer chat Revit, please make your way to casters. Chat Revit, please go to casters. Thank you.
So ace 4 for Danny here, smashes the life out of this one, and effective nuts here. Yeah, pocket 4s are there, 3 combos of that and 1 combo of ace 4 of clubs, but other than that we're just going to have the best hand almost always here with the ace king. So we're going to choose a really small size, like the sizing, just over 20% from Danny on this particular board. We can go very small, and Tom just gets out of the way with the Jack 10.
There's still 2 flights on the Friday, Munchie Biscuits. Friday's first flight is a normal flight, and the 6 o'clock turbo is a freeze out. Tom, unfortunately not. That's a Facebook algorithm that won't let us change the live. I think the only thing we suggest is you can watch YouTube or Twitch, both /GUKPT. It's not a lot we can do about it. Watching on Facebook with the live, especially on your Android.
They've got some house dealers in from around the clubs around the country, Nick, but most of them are freelanced in for this event. There's a few of the house dealers from different clubs that have been drafted in to help out because of the capacity of this event.
The problem with the freelance dealers we've had is that since Brexit, you need a visa to work in the United Kingdom, and the visas never came through. You can't work in the United Kingdom.
And yes, Neo, if you don't make it through the first standard flight tomorrow, you can then flick in the turbo.
Absolutely. If there's space.
God, I've seen this so much, this tournament tower. We saw it with Jonathan, the first thing, he lost a big pot, and then the next hand he flopped the draw and he just insta-shoved for well more than pot. This is just ludicrous here. The 11.1 into 4.5. 230% size in here from Tom. It's going to work, but not recommended for sure. Maybe just thinking that he can have a re-entry today and maybe just going to take higher variance line, but these huge sizings.
Sophie Marie, where do you work, Sophie? Don't know why that you weren't allowed on that stream. That not too sure why you offered your services to come and deal Goliath and you weren't allowed. Don't know who made that decision.
How many entries do you reckon total will get asked Perry? I think 12,000 is around that sort of line is where I'm going.
Can you remember when we were asked how many were going to turn up?
I can't remember my line.
We weren't in the same room,
and we got one guess apart. That was that was incredible. That was Chef. I play like that, Jay. Don't like. To be honest, Brad, you played pretty. The last 2 times you've been on the feature table, credit where it's due. You've actually played very well, from what I remember. You've been pretty solid. Sizing's been good. You're taking good spots to bet. And the 2 hands I remember: Kings versus Ace Queen, you got unlucky. Queens versus Ace Queen, you got unlucky. So to be honest with you, I don't think you're the worst poker player in Essex anymore from what I've seen the last couple of days. You've actually played all right. Credit where it's due, mate. We're over 1 million.
We are indeed.
I'd say you could even be top 15% in this field, Brad. Don't inflate his head anymore, Jay, it'll pop.
Prize pool currently standing at £1,035,000. 8,628 runners.
Eddie says I have a bad memory on YouTube.
Today's flight, 1,161 so far.
Is there a clip for the 6-bet rip ace 10 off? Yeah, there's that. If you watch the break clips, that's one that's always posted in the break clips. One of my favourite hands of all time from a GUKPT stream. And it didn't even go to the flop. Registration for this flight was shut around 5:30, 25 past 5 I think the actual time is, but we did start a little late today.
Alternate 290.
Alternate 290. Come and grab your seats. You can't register in Manchester anymore. You have to be down in Coventry, and seating is open for tomorrow. First flight tomorrow is your normal flight that will finish around midnight, and second flight tomorrow, well, it'll finish around 11 tomorrow because we start at 11. Second flight tomorrow starts at 6 and it's a freeze out turbo. The 2550 was Mystery Bounty taken over, and they had the 1kg UKPT as well. I think it's just fitting everything in that people want to play. We really could have a full 2-week festival down here if time and place and staffing allowed.
Chris here. A bit too wide to be opening this hand, but maybe just wanting to get involved with all the chips on the table. Makes it 1.1. Going to be met with the bad news here as Dan 3-bets the ace queen suited. Yep, we're still doing comms for the final table of the Mystery Bounty. That's going to kick off in about an hour and a half's time.
Yeah, Jim explained yesterday regarding the match. Next year, fingers crossed, it won't be a problem. But the FA do message the club asking for dates that they prefer not to have home games, and they had 2 Saturdays. Obviously you normally play home away. 2 Saturdays were not home games for Coventry, but one of the, obviously the night game on the Wednesday night was, so it actually could have been worse than what it was, to be fair. But it did seem a bit mad yesterday, but unfortunately a lot of it's out of Grosvenor's control. Not bad. Dan Hardy, I think I saw Dan Hardy yesterday, wandering around the room. Not seen Anthony for a while. The Bucky. Yeah, they were out pretty early yesterday, weren't they, the car park attendants? They were out pretty early. Is the last day to enter Goliath Friday or Saturday? It's Friday. 2 flights on Friday. One like this one starting at 11. Starts at 11 tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. It starts at 11. And then the turbo is a freeze out starting at 6. Yes, Dan Trett was here. He's got the old Mohican style going on. There's old Dan.
Yeah, Danny Ryder here, I think on a 3 club board, although getting just under 4 to 1, it's probably just best to let this one go. Like even against like a King Jack with a club here, like equity wise, we're going to be actually slight dog. But he's going to take one off here. Might have something to do with the price he's getting. But personally, I think we can definitely just fold this one here. Yes, we caught a piece out the big, we are getting a nice price, but on this monotone 3 club board, like the value of our pair is going to go down. 6 of clubs on the river, so Danny must have known, does actually ping the end and gets there, and 2 pairs going to be good for Danny Ryder, up to 30k. Danny final table. Oh, it's funny, I was outside with Danny Ryder today and he was like, Jay, how'd you get one of them hoodies? I'd love one of them hoodies. I was like, I don't think we got any left, mate. And he was like, what were they even for? I go, well, if you final, they were meant to be, if you final tabled the 1k or the higher roller, you would have got one. He was the final table bubble boy in the 1k, wasn't he?
No.
So I needled him without even realising. But he really wants one of these hoodies. I'll tell you what, Danny, if you're listening and watch this back, if you make day 3 of Goliath, I'll give you mine. You can have mine. $320 alternates.
320. Fabulous. Get him in. And not too late at 2.5.
10-8-7, 2 club board. So top pair for Chris here. One out in front. And James here. What is James up to, Tao? Just
coming in with a bet.
Just flats the ace queen here in the small. Could definitely free bet this one versus cut off open. We probably want to be free betting more than flatting. But then just decides to donk on the 10-8-7 2 clubs. I just don't understand it. Like, where does this even come from? What could we be thinking to potentially think that donk here is ever going to achieve anything? And he goes to the second barrel as well, James, just with ace high here on a board that's so good for the big blind. And like, it's just wow. And then he gets raised and calls with ace queen high. Oh my word. 8 on the ends. And he's gonna I thought he was gonna lead river now. Maybe going towards just chips to try and get Chris to check back. And there's the check back. And he's gonna show the ace queen, which is no good. King 10 for Chris. But James there could have definitely won that pot if he played it in a more standard manner. Just free bet the ace queen pre versus a cut off open, nice and big from the blinds. But then when we see that flop, we most certainly do not want to be donking out the small. It's just so much better for the big blind here. And what is like, I understand it maybe if we had ace queen of clubs or a club draw or something with a smidge of equity, but ace queen high, no draw there, donking into range that's much stronger than ours. It's probably not what we should be doing. always say he probably has something going on in his head that makes him believe that's going to be a good play, but it's just not going to be making us any money long term.
So is the start time the same as 11 a.m? Yes, it is. 11 a.m. tomorrow. So yes, 11 a.m. tomorrow, 11 a.m. flight H.
I don't think TJ's here anymore. He's here at the start of the week for the 1K and the high roller. He had a bullet in the Goliath, was chip leader at the dinner break, and unfortunately didn't find a bag. Didn't make day 2. It's a blind on blind action here. Chris choosing to raise up the 6 deuce. Don't mind this at all from Chris. Like good hands to raise as bluffs in the small versus big. I like hands that are at the bottom of our range. Like when we have an easy decision, we're met with a free bet. But Danny with his up and down, not going to be going anywhere, and calls with position. Chris now checking this over to Danny, and would like to see a bet here from Danny Tower. Really go after some ace high, king high holdings that we can fold out that are ahead of us. We're also probably going to have a smidge more 8x as the opener, but just takes a freebie here, and maybe worry about getting check raised, not getting to realise his equity. But once Chris checks twice, I'm sure Danny will know that queen high is not going to be the best hand here, and I guess we'll have some 8x that decide to check back turn. Try and get our value on the river. Goes for pot here, 5.5.
5.5 bet on the river. Chris with the check mark. See, if he can find the call.
These are interesting spots, Tower, because like in a bigger buy-in tournament here, like good players will be aware that another good player will have some 8x in their check back range here. But I think in this particular tournament, the way the mind of a recreational works, if you like, once Danny checks back turn here, like I think instantly they just think he can never have a straight because they think he's always going to bet a straight. He's going to fold the 6 here because obviously fourth pair going to be very hard hero. But I think that's something to take into account when you're playing this event. Like in scenarios like that, I think the brain of how they'd think about it, why is he not betting straight on the turn if he's got a straight, and then maybe more inclined to hero once we check back turn. So that's also a good little play you can make as well, guys, checking back some top pairs on turns or even on flops, then going for 2 streets, turns and rivers in against this type of field, because I think the way they sort of think of the hand and break down, like once someone checks a king high board, instantly in their brain they're like, okay, they can't have a king here, and like you go up the levels of thinking as you play more poker and get more experience. But like when you're playing against the level 1, level 2 thinker, if you think people that are just thinking about their hand and then sometimes thinking about your hand, something that you could maybe take on board and choose if you are playing this tomorrow or even on Saturday.
Afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Clive.
Clive.
Lord Trevor, all right.
Clive, you come in fancy dress. What is it?
Raiders, always.
The Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders jersey. New fancy dress. Thank you very much.
Straight up from Kent.
Oh, thank you very much. You're a superstar. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Cheers, Clive. Good lad. The C4's on his way tomorrow. If you know anybody that's down here at C4, get them to buy you in today. If they're in the building, they can buy you in. Then you can chill out. Or don't leave it too late and pre-reg for the Friday. Like, we only had 8 months. But if you know anybody down here at C4, get them to buy you in. They just need your name, your full name, and your date of birth, and then you've got a ticket, and you'll be able to come here at your leisure. Paul Upford on Facey. His £150 ticket in one of your flip free rolls. Can't make it, Is there any? Can I use it for next year? It says it's valid until 2040. Just want to make sure. Yes, you can use it for next year, Paul. Can you use them flip-free rolls into anything else?
£110 a pick.
No, the 150 flips that we're having.
Yeah, they're just the Goliath seats. You can use them to enter a deep stack or sort of.
Ah, sweet. So, Paul, if you don't want to wait until next year for Goliath, you can use that £150 token as part of a buy-in for any Grosvenor Presents event. So, a deep stack, a 25-25, a side event at a GUKPT, a GUKPT self, anything like that. So, if you don't want to wait until next year, you can put it towards an event anytime you want. If someone buys you in today, can I skip the queue tomorrow? Yes. Yeah. Full name, date of birth, trusted person to buy you in. You sort out the transfer of monies, and you'll be in.
Through Hearts on the River here. Tom going to turn his jack into a bluff and get snapped off by the ace queen. Goes for 1.6 here, so 20% sizing on the river there. But we've only got about an hour left, the coverage of the main event, guys, then we will move to the mystery bounty.
Alternate 350. Alternate 350. Come play. Afternoon, Ross. Watching on YouTube. Hope you're well.
And for the mystery bounty, guys,
what?
These are the chip counts.
First time I've seen it. Dan Gormley. Dan the man. Wadey. Unbelievable.
How does he do it, Tower? He plays the most unstandard poker you're likely to see, but he's always there, so he's... Is
that Natalie that got the 20k?
Yeah, that is Natalie that got the 20k. Still in a shout with 40k top prize, just under as well. Jason Shellham there, got us the Krispy Kremes this week and paying it back. Getting him on the FT. Guy Taylor in the mix as well. Guy's pulled 2.5k bounties already.
Has he?
Yeah, so Guy's had a nice little touch with the bounties. And John Gilchrist, story about John yesterday, Tower, I'm not sure if you heard, but when there was 2 tables left, and I believe 19 or 20 bounties left, John had 6 bounty chips that he could have cashed in while the 20k bounty was still in the tombola. John decided not to use any of them 6 bounty chips. Natalie went to the tombola, used her 1 bounty chip and pulled the 20k. So John might be kicking himself this morning that he didn't actually use the 6 chips that he had.
He was going on the assumption that whatever's left his mind.
Yep, I guess. So John Gilchrist could have pulled the 20k perhaps, but didn't want to use his 6 bounty chips and saved them up, and then Natalie went to the tombola and boom, it's gone. Just like that. So that's what we've got to look forward to in about an hour and a half, guys.
Awesome.
Really nice final table, some nice names on there for us. Gonna enjoy covering that one.
Well, PK's confirmed it, and that's what we'll take it as. So fingers crossed you get to use it. I'll confirm off Tom, but I think PK's not very, very seldom is he wrong regarding social. Jim Trott.
It's tickets at grosvenorcasinos.com. That's who you need to email if you want to transfer a ticket.
How's it going, Sean?
Very good, thank you very much.
Entertaining the masses, young man.
How are you doing?
I
I
haven't seen one trick yet. I've been here 6 days now and I haven't seen a single magic trick from you.
Do one on the stream.
You just do one on the stream.
Unbelievable.
Just do a quick stream.
You do a trick every day with that mac and cheese.
That's good, that mac and cheese, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
The pulled pork.
Yeah, lovely.
You'll be filling up on that.
Are we doing one while we're waiting?
Yeah.
Hold on. Go on then. Go on. You know, right, do you need to bob down? Do we need to move?
I'll bob down. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet, I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Ah, they're good, that one. Right. Pick a card, Tower. Pick a card, Jay.
I like the spread. I really
I'll do
like
it.
the
I'll do it.
spread.
I'll do it.
It's all
Sure.
about the spread. Well, actually, I'm going to turn my back because if you hold them to the screen, I can see the monitor.
Yeah.
So I'll turn that way.
Oh.
I'm going to inspect the green screen. Like
Done it.
Can I look back?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Tower's car's going to go in the top half of the pack. James' car's going to go in the bottom half of the pack. Leaving in a bit of a mix in like this as well. I'll keep my hands in shot so you can all see. Not that one.
That's not my card.
Right. We'll give him a couple of cuts in here as well. Da, 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 da. Even a little riffle shuffle. That's one of these. This is the easy bit. The difficult bit's to find the cards. Let it focus a minute. Not the bottom, not the top.
No.
If we are lucky, one card just round about here should be the card you picked, Tower. The three
of diamonds.
That's perfect. Hold on to that for me.
Thank you.
Jay, say stop anywhere you like.
Stop. No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Anybody watching now, if you get Queen of Diamonds, all in.
on earth?
All in. It's the lucky card for the day.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
How? Just how? Not, you didn't even...
Oh my days.
I don't know how that's done.
He's off.
He's off. He's just, there we go. I asked for a trick. I got one.
Oh my days. Brilliant.
How? I'm going to be watching that back on stream when I'm in bed later. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find out how.
Oh my days. How many entries for day 1H? Is that tomorrow morning?
Oh, James here loves to see this after opening pocket fours under the gun and going 5 away, and we bink middle set, bottom set on a really dry board here. 9-6-4, some straight possibilities out there, but just want to be betting this one, building the pot as James, and Michael does have top pair here with some nice backdoors, so should be pinning this one on the button as he does. 13.1 in the middle here. King of Diamonds on the turn. James needs to choose a larger size here, however. This size might actually get Michael to call once more with his particular hand, but I think we can go like 4 or 5k there and set up a nice 60% river jam with our fours, but chooses a small size. It does get the 9 to call, and just going to be firing again here as James. 5.1k is the bet, and Michael hit. Now with just the 9 should be getting out of the way. Like, this king and this ace is so much better for James's under the gun opening range. Like, he may choose to see bet an ace king, ace queen type hand, king queen, so does make the correct lay down. Good to see.
Cheers, Martin. Good away, chilling out day. Back to the hotel, chill out. Good on you. Have a nice afternoon. Yeah, spot on, Ross. All good. Went for a jog this morning. It takes 14 minutes to get around this arena.
14?
Yeah. Well, somebody tell me that, but I don't know if it's true or not. 14 minutes. How many entries for day 1H at the moment? 140. Have I done an ITV 7? No. And can I buy a ticket at any casino for tomorrow night's flight? No. Spider.
You like spiders?
I don't mind spiders, apart from huntsmen. And even though they can't kill you, they're massive. They're like 8 inches big.
I've never had a problem with anything.
It's actually mating season at the minute.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So they're going to be everywhere.
Everywhere. It is mating season for spiders. The flights tomorrow start at 11 and 6.
Oh, very kind, your mystery. You guys are very helpful. I will buy you lunch tomorrow.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I had some beetroot today. I feel great.
Yeah, I had some mac and cheese and pulled pork, and I feel great as well. cream donuts tomorrow, Dave Gardner.
No way.
We won't say no, Dave.
No way. We start at 11 and 6. Don't forget, tomorrow's turbo is a freeze out at 6 p.m. The final, last chance saloon to get involved with Goliath. An 11 o'clock flight starting tomorrow will be a full session. So it'll be 11 till 11, or 11:30 till 11:30 for me and Jay tomorrow.
So we're not covering the turbo tomorrow, we're just doing the full...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just doing a full flight tomorrow. Turbo will be 6 till just gone 12. Are we at alternate 4 or no? We're at alternate 350, Chunk. 350. How many entries so far for the day 1G? That's the flight tomorrow. It is currently standing at 422. People have the option today, if they don't want to be an alternate, to play the flight tomorrow. 422 and 137 for the final one. The soft cap tomorrow is 400, Eddie. 400.
Tom here. Maybe a bit on the loose side, but it's the Goliath. We see players loosen up a lot. Limp under the gun with the A7. Not really a hand we should be involved with under the gun, but wants to get in the mix. James over limping button. This is perfectly fine with King 8 suited after a limp in front of us, and then a complete from small and check from big blind. King Queen 3 is the flop. 2 hearts. So James flopping top pair here. I'm just going to fire once check to him, it looks like.
Lines 3-6.
Wow, Michael. I know. That's good to see. Good to see. I thought Michael had folded King Queen +1.
How much does C8 look like, Dan, from Cardroom Direct? From Cardroom Magic? When you're looking straight into it.
Oh yeah, I can see it a bit. I can see it a bit, yeah.
Dan's gone home, back in Colchester. There's Danny Ryder.
Razor Kev on the route, rooting his buddy.
Has Kev played this?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. He's just been here for support. Oh, Kev is through. He has played this.
Well, there you go. Kev is through. Nice one, Kev.
So he probably told me that at the bar last night, but obviously couldn't remember. I've never seen a casino as busy as it was yesterday.
Really?
In Tower. How you was there with all the Coventry fans and everyone else.
Oh
and
yeah,
yes. It was just packed last night. on his first bullet, but he hasn't told anyone yet.
Is that Leo McLean, as in Leo McLean? The Leo McLean? Is he? How are we doing, Leo? Do you expect the first flight tomorrow to be sold out today? It will be close. I think the soft cap is 900. It will be close. If by any chance you've got friends, I don't mean by any chance you've got friends, but if any chance you've got friends in Coventry that are in the casino, they can buy you into tomorrow's flight. That's the only way you can pre-reg. At the moment, there are currently 426. Soft cap is 900. And it will get busier, obviously, this afternoon when players bust out of this one. Plus the alternates that don't want to get in when it's too late, they will decide to play tomorrow instead. Yeah, we're really good, Leo. Thank you very much. It's been a great couple of years, well, 12 months, 18 months nearly, since we came back out of lockdown in July last year. July last year we started with an absolute bang and it just continued. Nice one. And then obviously tomorrow's second flight at 6 PM is a turbo freeze out. Awesome, Leo. We'll see you tomorrow for flight 1H. Or G. Or both. Can we check if Marie Jackson is still in? We will try and find the name at the tables very shortly. Yeah, Leo says probably both.
I can't find a Maria Jackson in the field.
Oh.
Not even that's played. Oh, I'm putting it as Maria with an A at the end, not an E. Let me try it. I've obviously got a typo. I'm just checking. We've got a Michael Jackson.
No way.
Yeah. There we go, Marie Jackson, table 49, seat 8, which I'll pop out and get a chip count for you.
Nice one.
Pop out and let you know, table 49, seat 8.
Awesome. Yeah, Eddie's fine. Not Rob Adams. Great night at Joker's Wild. Great to have everybody boogieing away. Playing 1G tomorrow, says Arago. Hopefully won't get quad 5s and get there and lose. Ah, the quad 5s, eh? That was mental, wasn't it? Probably never see that again. Don't forget tomorrow, slight change to 1G. It is a full day tomorrow and not 2 turbos. So it's a full day tomorrow. Alright, Arago. It's a full day starting at 11 and just like the rest of the legs, 11 all the way through, 16 levels, 8 30-minute levels and 8 40-minute levels, and then tomorrow night's turbo at 6 PM will be a freeze out. Slight change due to capacity for day 2. Any ideas what time the cashier opens for entries for the 11 AM flight? Will it be 9? 9 AM. It will be 9 AM. Cheers, Nick. So apologies for
35,000.
35,000. I'm just reading there. I just
what you done? What's happened?
We just had an elimination, and I was just chatting about the flights change. So I just wanted to see the last stand. Seat 9. Seat 9 just busting out. Apologies to seat number 9. Oh, Dan, King Jack.
Yeah, it's a pretty sick one, Tower. Flush over boat. Unfortunate for Dan.
Yeah, Chris getting all the chips. Sorry, Dan. Was just chatting about the changes to G and H for tomorrow. Flush over full house. King Jack of clubs. And 3's turning a full house.
What a life, getting raised and you're sitting there with a boat. Things dreams are made of.
Absolutely. Do we get a Towers treble for Saturday? Yes, we do. We'll not do 2 out of 3 again, because it ain't bad, but it's getting a bit boring.
Yeah, and then Chris just went for it all on the river, and the flush didn't fold. And Chris won a huge pot at this stage, and we lost Dan.
Yeah. Flight changes for tomorrow, yes. 11 AM, as it is a full flight like the rest of them have been. Normal flight, 8 30-minute levels, 8 40-minute levels, and then the turbo at night, starting at 6 PM, is a freeze out. Flush checked down the river, didn't it? Oh, it was cold. Yeah, it did. Mystery Bounty final on its way.
And Danny makes it 1.3 with a King Queen suited.
So I'm guessing this level will be cut short to get the table on and table starting on time.
Yep. So yeah, we'll play
wherever that is, whenever it is, we'll let you know.
In about 25 minutes time, we're going to switch the tables and get the mystery final on.
Yeah.
Which means no dinner break for us today.
Oh no!
No hour dinner break.
No, I'm not eating then. I refuse to eat today then.
Expect too much of us, Tower.
Katie and Jamie, fingers crossed, will be joining us, taking over for an hour.
I think they said they wanted to do a session, so we might lose our hour dinner break, but get a little 2 hours off. While Katie and Jamie are in it, whenever they choose to come in.
On the alternates list, I think it's 350. Quick check. I think it's 350. Yeah, 350 at the moment. Which is amazing.
Says 400 on the board, says Ben.
Alright, thank you very much. Thanks, Ben. We're a little bit behind, unfortunately. 400 alternates. 400.
Katie had around 200k amount of straw for day 2. I think it's around 200. 3 of our pros have bagged: Andy Hills, Jamie Nixon and Katie Swift. Stuart here in the hijack makes it 1.4 with the A6 off. Chris in the big. Up to 450 now, the alternates list. Up to 450 they're calling. So if you're at 450 or below, your seat is ready. You can get yourself in before dinner. If you're registered for 11, you'll be straight in mystery tomorrow. If someone's registered you for that flight, your name will be on the seat draw at 11 AM tomorrow, so you won't need to go on the alts list. Yeah, Katie, you never know, don't write her off. She's made an FT before in the Goliath main event back in 2015, losing heads up to Mika Toyka. So not long until we switch, guys. What we will do, because it's going to take 10-15 minutes to get chip stacks from this table across to the outer tables in the field, and then bring the players' bags in from the Mystery Bounty Day 3. So I reckon in about 15 minutes time we will go on a 20-minute break, and then when we return it will be the final table of the Mystery Bounty. 40k up top and that just below. Yep, definitely being streamed, turn and full. The FT is probably going to start, I'd say around 22:05. I reckon around 20 to 5 on stream is when we're going to start the Mystery Bounty.
Sweet.
All the big ones have gone. There's no gold bounties left. I think the biggest one left's around 1k, like 1500, 2.5. There's a 2.5k left then. But all the big ones have gone. All the 5ks, the 10ks, and the 20k bounty went last night. video on our social media of Natalie finding the big one. Oh wow, that food van outside. I've taken a chili bowl back to the hotel. It's amazing.
Nice one, Martin. Neo Tintin.
I think that's the best addition to the Goliath meat towel, that mac and cheese and pulled
Yeah.
pork. What was it like? What was it last time? It was just a pie and mash store.
It
all the
was,
time,
well,
just switched. So under the gun open here from Stuart. No, not an open, a limp. Limping Jack 10 off under the gun. Not advised, but Stuart wants to get involved and brings in an over limp from cut off with James to the same hand. Chris now taking the initiative on the button. And Stuart just rips the Jack 10 for 22 big blinds here.
Gonna get it through?
And gets it through. Of course he's going to get through. This just looks like his aces, kings or ace king here. But I guess I always say, usually when people limp shove from early position, it's always weighted towards nutted hands. It's actually nice to see that Stuart does have a bluff in here as well. Because like, you can't just limp shove if you are going to incorporate that strategy. I wouldn't personally, but if you do want to incorporate the limp strategy and you are going to limp off of between 20 and 25 big blinds to limp shove, like, you can't just have the aces, the ace king, the kings and the queens. You'll need some holdings to counteract that as well, because if people realise that you're only shoving the premium holdings, they can just call the top of their range and that's it, and fold everything else, and it's an easy decision for them. But then if you start incorporating some bluffs in as well, then it makes it a bit more difficult, and you can get paid lighter the times that you do have the hand. But still, personally, don't think we want to be limping that particular hand under the gun. Fair play, sir. Got the job done. Nice hand.
Lines up. Nobody's at the gong. Yes, there is. Who's that at the gong? I can see the trainers.
Players and dealers in the Goliath, you have a new blind level. Small blind 400, big blind 800, 800, big blind Nancy. That's 4, 8 and 8.
Any footage from Joke as well being uploaded onto socials? I don't think so. We did put a few clips in the stream yesterday while Tower was out on the stage. I'm not too sure if anything's been uploaded to our socials. PK will know. He's not in the room at the moment, but he's usually one that puts all the videos up.
Yeah, quite a bit in the social people, different people that played it. Obviously, you have to follow them on social media.
And Queen Jack of Hearts here for Alan, raising to 1.4. And Chris with the A6 suited. Can definitely come along with this one, suited ace this deep.
Those bounties were lovely. Well done. Unfortunately, there is a booby prize when you knock out a bounty, and that was it. At least I didn't eat them this year. like some did in 2019. Have we got a chip leader in the room, Dave?
Yep, it's a guy called Christian Popescu.
Christian Popescu.
And he had 129
129,000 as chip leader.
There'll be one more coming on the day.
Yeah. Well, Chris is on 94 here, so he's doing well in the room then.
Attention all players who are in the final of the mystery bounty, you are now on the start taking seats on the red stage. That's all players in the mystery bounty. You can now start taking your seats.
So the mystery bounty will start on time at 4:45 on the stream. Where's Waltz? Mr. Food Van yesterday closed at 3 o'clock because of the match, and then busted level 16, double whammy. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Also inside the food hall, there's also burgers and hot dogs, and downstairs in the arena itself. And Monty's is upstairs outside.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, mate, cheers.
Will it be back next year, or will it be early again, or in around 12 months? It'll be a little bit earlier than this year because of the Commonwealth Games. Full disclosure of time for next year will be out on Saturday, Gareth, but a little indication is it is earlier than it was this year. Afternoon, Francis.
Oh, here he is, Francis. How are we doing, mate?
Thanks for entertaining us yet again.
Yeah, love it. Love to watch old Francis play. Oh, there's certain names you have on the feature table, and you look when we get that list, like before we go on break for the next session. You see, he's one of them names that you see, and you think, all right, we can look forward to the next session. It's going to be a good one. Always getting involved, putting on some, running some blasts, making some dirty hero calls. Always a good watch when Francis is on the table. Doesn't play in the orthodox fashion, if you like. Loves mixing it up, but really is good for you guys when we get a player like that on the stream. That makes it entertaining. Probably is going to be the same by next year round. Hasn't been confirmed yet. We will be confirming the dates though for next year on Saturday.
Yeah, we will. I don't think anything will change regarding. Me and Jay and obviously Cardroom Director and team like that don't have any influence regarding buy-ins and schedules and what games are on. But I think this year with the High Roller and the 1K and the Mystery Bounty and the buy-in at 150 has been absolutely perfect, I think. Francis on his way back tomorrow, hopefully Saturday for day 2. Don't forget tomorrow's slight change to the 2 flights, Francis, if you've not heard. Flight 1 tomorrow at 11 AM is a normal standard flight that we've played all week, and then the 6 PM turbo is a freeze out.
So I think we've got about 5-10 minutes, guys, and then we're going to break this table, get the mystery bounty final on, and then we will go on a short 20-minute break, and then we'll be over for the mystery bounty. I reckon about 4:45 now.
Yes, mate, it's just a normal clock tomorrow. Standard 8 30-minute levels, 8 40-minute levels, as we've played during this week. And then the turbo at 6 PM is a freeze out. But if you bust out the 11 AM, you can jump in if it's not full, or go onto the alternate list as the turbo. But the turbo is a freeze out. So we'll see you tomorrow, Francis. All the best. Yeah, I think playing the last day, players are always at a disadvantage because a lot of players play it like a freeze out anyway, because they know they bust out, they've only got probably one more chance to re-enter with the alternate queues. They have been fantastic this year, getting the alternate straight in. But a lot of players do just play the Friday if it's the only chance they get to play. They do play a little more solid than say if you turn up on the Monday knowing you got the rest of the week to buy in again.
Peek.
Nice when you flop a set.
It is.
Had a good session, Chris, with one of the chip leaders in the room.
First card out. Shit is good though.
Yeah, if they haven't changed the 11 o'clock flight to the normal flight and it still says a turbo, everything will get changed. It's just obviously it's only just been announced, and all social media outlets, I'm guessing there's been hundreds and hundreds of posts regarding the 11 o'clock turbos. But just be aware, the 11 o'clock game tomorrow is not a turbo, it's a standard flight like today, and the only turbo is at 6 PM.
.43 suited here for Tom. So we can confirm, guys, final table is going to start on stream at 4:45.
Awesome.
So in less than half hour's time, we'll come back after the break, and all the players will be sat and we'll be ready to go for the mystery bounty final table. And just confirm, Katie and Jamie are going to be coming in to do the second session of the final table, so around 7 o'clock for a couple of hours, and then me and Tao will come back at 9 and close off the final table.
Nice one. Thanks to Katie, thanks to Jamie. On the way in to do some comms around 7.
So me and Tao will kick the FT off, and then Katie and Jamie are going to come in, and then me and Tao will close it off.
Lovely. Alternate number 450. Get in. Some players are deciding to play tomorrow. Now it's a standard flight rather than jumping in at 400, 800. which you don't mind. You have the option. They do give you the option. They do say, would you like to carry on with the blinds? The blinds are 4-8. Do you want to carry on? Or would you like to jump in? And that's it. We are on a break until the final of the bounty comp, the mystery bounty. So we will see you at 4:45 in 25 minutes time. We've got the final of the mystery bounty with the 9 players that are coming on.
And the 9 players, Keith Fraser, John Kilchrist, Dan Gormley, Freddie Boogie, Wadey, Jason Shellham, Shane Brown, Guy Taylor and Natalie Wood Stoddard. And there's 9 bounties remaining, ranging from £200 to £2,500. We will see you at 1:45, guys, for the FT.
Just a reminder, everybody on YouTube, we have to stop and restart for recording purposes, so there'll be a new link in YouTube. Twitch is fine, Facebook will have a restart as well, but we are back at 4:45 with all your answers, with questions in the chat. Keep watching and we'll see you for the final of the mystery bounty.
See you then, guys.
Let's think about it. Ace King, you can't have Ace King. You can have King Jack, Anthony can, and make